Welcome, everyone, to another unfortunate Sunday. We're back. It is time to put a nail in the coffin for this New York Giants season. Yeah, 3-13. What's up, crazy Frankie? Glad that you're all here to watch the drama unfold. There are some more interesting games in the NFL today. The Saints taking on the Falcons. The winner of that determines who wins the NFC South. If the Falcons win, the Panthers go to the playoffs. They win the division at 8-9. If the Saints win, the Bucks go into the playoffs at 8-9. I honestly think if you're 8-9, you don't get to go to the playoffs. Like that one year that the Giants almost won the division at 6-10. What's up, Kevin Wen? What's up, Trey Lucado? This is the last Sunday of the season for the New York Giants. We will be probably streaming Championship Sunday and the Super Bowl, but this will conclude the New York Giants reaction. I reacted to every game except for maybe one, I think, and I had enough. I don't think I reacted to the Vikings game, but yeah, I've seen 13 painful losses, 3 terrible wins that hurt our draft stock. So today, the way that it works is if the Giants lose, we need the Raiders to win, and then we get the number 1 overall pick. If the Giants win, we drop down to like 7th in the draft order. Miguel Villaseñor, number 3109, says 5 puntos. ¿Qué pasa, cabrón? 5 points. What's up? And I think cabrón means motherfucker, right? Or is that yeah, cabrón. My friend used to work with this guy, and when LeBron James first hit the scene, he worked with this guy that was Hispanic, and he called him LeBron Cabron. Which I think it does mean motherfucker, as there's a flag on the opening kickoff. Giants set to receive. Listen, I'm not going to be upset if the Giants beat the Cowboys. That was a legal procedure right there by the Cowboys, because we haven't beaten the Cowboys in a decade or some shit. But I'm going to be mad if we screw up our draft pick. That's going to, let's get this shit over with. If we win today, that drops our draft pick from at least number 2 overall to like 7 or 8. It's bad. We should be trying to lose. I don't know why Jackson Dart is out there. They should start Russ Wilson to see if he has any trade value, but they're just going to do them and do what they need to do. 1st and 10 from the Giant 40. That's a handoff to Tyrone Tracy. He's brought down a gain about 4 on the opening snap of offense by the Giants. Yeah, Giants they fucked their tank up last week. They beat the Raiders for no reason. Who do the Raiders play? The Raiders play the Chiefs, who are playing just as bad. Jackson Dart, a little slant up underneath, and that's Darius Slayton in his last game as a New York Giant, catches the ball to be 3rd and short. Yeah, this is the problem here is crazy Frankie. I agree, Adam. Let's be honest, no matter where the Giants are in the draft, you can count on Joe Shane to fuck it up. Yeah, that's the thing. If they draft number 2 overall, or if they draft 8 overall, Shane has not drafted well, though I did like what he did with Scattaboo and Dart. 3rd and 2 now. Dart takes a shotgun pass, looks out to his check down, Tyrone Tracy, who's going to make a tackler miss and then pick up the 1st down across midfield. It is 1st and 10, New York Giants from the Dallas Cowboys 49. Nice little play there by Jackson Dart to find his check down, Tyrone Tracy, who planted, moved to the right, and made 3 tacklers miss. And I think the Cowboys are playing more for pride. They're 7-8-1 here headed into their offseason. They're looking for momentum. Dart takes a shotgun, fakes a handoff, throws, and it's batted down right at the line of scrimmage, number 42 of the Cowboys. Jadeveon Clowney, still in the league, knocks that down, bats it down with his big old mittens. And it just stops right there. Oh, he's being held to on the play. And he got his hand up with his mitten, and he bats it down, you know. This team is ass. 2nd and 10, right at midfield on the Cowboys 49. Dart motions gunner Oshevsky in the pattern across, and he's going to hand it off. And that is, I think that was either Tracy or Single. So Devin Single. Nope, it's Tracy for no gain. It'll bring up 3rd down. Joe, you're correct. Joe Shane has to go. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. Last week was the Tank Bowl. Two win teams. And it sucked. And the Katie Cat, Seahawks fan, she says her number 1 team is number 1 in the NFC. So I feel great right now. Yeah, you got it done against a red-hot 49ers team. Dart from the shotgun, 3rd and 11. He's under pressure, throws it over to the right, throws it to absolutely nobody. That'll bring up 4th down. And we can cheer as the number 2 overall pick is about to fall in our laps. We suck. Oh, yeah. At least we picked up 1 first down on the day. Wan'Dale Robinson out with a rib injury. Theo Johnson out with an illness despite being at the Knicks game last night. Demarion Overshone is out, and Siobhan Revel Jr. is out with a concussion. Both of them had their head examined and found nothing. Jamie Gillen, hopefully in his last game, also as a New York Giant, set to punt. Lined up in the formation. Here's the snap. He catches it up at his chest, unloads a punt, and that's going to be fielded at the 1 yard line. Oh no, it touched the goal line. That's going to be a touchback. That's a touchback. Yep, they're doing the thing. He almost had it. He dropped it down, and then it rolled in and touched the goal line. So I think that's a touchback. But I think I'm not sure. Let's see if they count at the 1, but I think it rolled in and touched the goal line after the player touched it. Yeah, it's a touchback. We've got beef, motherfuckers, in Duval. All right, some other scores right now that are important. Saints and Falcons, no score. It would be hilarious if that game ends in a tie. If that game ends in a tie, I will laugh so hard. Jaguars, I think, can lock up. No, they cannot. They can at least put their hat in the ring for number 1 overall with a win. But if the Broncos win, they lock it up. They have not an easy game against the Chargers, as the Chargers could improve their playoff position with a win, even though Justin Herbert is out of that game. He's not starting. And then I think the Broncos will give it. Oh, a tie still gives the Panthers division? Damn, that would be hilarious, though. I don't think the Panthers deserve to win the division as bad as they played against the Buccaneers. Yeah, Chargers are resting. Yeah, it's looking pretty good if you're a Broncos fan, but that doesn't mean it's automatic. I mean, the Buccaneers were playing like shit. The Panthers had an opportunity to beat them, and yeah, there's only one seed, and you get a whole week off. You can go down to Cabo. You can perhaps get a picture of you on a boat that curses your franchise for the next, I don't know, 13 years. You could do that during your time off. Do a lot of things. Packers and Vikings, I don't think anything changes there, no matter who wins that game. So that's a meaningless game. Brown Bengals, meaningless. Texans Colts, meaningless. Yeah, but Saints and Falcons. Pay attention. Let me call that game up so I don't have to references. Cowboys. Oh, that was not called a touchback. They put it on the half-yard line as that's a first down throw to number 3, and he gets pushed forward. That's going to be a gain of 10. Yeah, Packers are locked in at number 7. George Pickens with the catch. That should be a first down. Grossi's also streaming today. Grossi apparently had a stomach and was shitting, and he had angry dragons, if you know what that is. Do you know about the angry dragons? That's when you're vomiting and shitting at the same time. Love it. Here's a first down run. It's going to be a pitch to the right side. I see the Cowboys just steamrolling the Giants today. This could be ugly. This could be like 40-0. Like they want to get a huge lead and just sit everyone. And okay. So the Texans need a win and the Jaguars lost to win the AFC South. I mean, that could really, if you really want to host a playoff game, if you're any team in this league, but I like the underdogness of the Texans as there's a pitch out to the left side and Kayvonte Turpin picks up about 7 on the play. I'm not sure if Scooter's streaming. This is stillborn season, I'm not sure how much. I'm dedicated to pain and hurting myself. And maybe squeezing a couple super chats out for the end of the season, Trying to not go broke here, paying for college and the kids. This is what I have to do to pay for health insurance. As Dak Prescott rolls out to the right, he's going to find CeeDee Lamb for a first down, gets both feet down, and it is first down, Dallas Cowboys. Scooter is streaming. All right. Scooter is streaming. Nice catch there by CeeDee Lamb. Gets both feet down, little tippy-tappy-toe-toes. Tippy-tappy-toe, tap, tap, tap it in. All right, Saints and Falcons still scoreless over there. Kirk Cousins in there, and he throws an interception. Kirk Cousins at the line. He threw an interception to his check down. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That's one of the worst passes I've seen. Giants fake the blitz. They come across the line, and there's a fumble, and Bobby Okereke recovers, and the fucking dumbass Cowboys are trying to lose this game. Bobby Okereke with the fumble recovery, the turnover, and that's the second consecutive week that Bobby Okereke has forced a turnover. And it scares me because he is scary. Dak Prescott tripped over his own right foot, falls down, coughs up the ball like you coughing at the doctor when he grabs your balls. And he just dropped it, and Okereke is right there. He came across and just falls on the ball, and the Giants now have the ball, and the Cowboys literally fuck the ball like this. This is what happens when you fuck the ball. You get this right here. That's right. Giants now take over on the Cowboys 29. Dart from the shotgun rolls over to his right. Goes to his right and throws it out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Fuck the Cowboys all the time. What's up, Red Rhino? How you doing, buddy? Artem Otto says Falcons holding all the FUs in the game. Yeah. So remember, if the Falcons win, Panthers are in. Saints win, Buccaneers in, as the Giants commit a illegal formation penalty. Right, or the illegal shift. Sorry about that. Sorry. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Cowboys decline. This puts the Giants right in field goal range, by the way, after the turnover. Okereke is the future of the Giants defense. I don't know about that. As Tracy on first down is going to run it to the left, picks up about 3. Too bad that was the worst time to get on the future, to get on a defensive role. Yeah, he's just Okereke. He's okay. He's Okera okay. Bobby Okay. He's really bad in coverage, and it's hard to watch him in coverage, but he's a big aggressive body in the middle. He might be, the Giants have a lot of pass rushers. They do. If Thibodeau could stay healthy here on 3rd and 8, dart from the shotgun is going to toss it off the back foot and overthrows his wide receiver. And that was Isaiah Hodgkins, fresh off of the practice squad a couple weeks ago. He was a key member of the 2022 team that went to the playoffs. They kept him around on the practice squad and then only hit him up after Neighbors and everyone got hurt. So I don't know why they didn't believe in him. He's had some pretty good games. Here comes Ben Sauls. Giants might have a kicker in this guy, Ben Sauls. Left-footed kicker. Number 30. He's a rookie. Hasn't missed a field goal all year. As the announcer jinxes in, and that is right down the middle of Broadway. That's 3-0 New York Giants. I think maybe Pat McAfee announced his pick. I don't know. Was he drafted by the Colts or something? I don't even remember. Was Akarike a free agent? I don't remember his history. I'm not the most in-depth. Titans are up 7-0 on the Jags. I'm not the most autistic fan of the New York Giants. Like, I don't know everything. Like, Tree knows everything about the Steelers. Like, you ask him, where did Alex Highsmith go to high school? Tree knows that shit. You ask me where most of the Giants players went to college. What's up, Ricky J Sport? Hey, Ricky J. Ricky J Sports. You know what? I asked Ricky J what his middle name was, and he said it was J-A-Y, like Homer J Simpson. No, that did never happen. Ricky J is a legend in the hockey world, by the way. Remember one time Ricky said that he was in a gym and somebody was overweight wearing a UFC shirt, and it says your shirt might say UFC, but I think it's saying KFC. Yeah, happy New Year, buddy. Thanks for sticking around, man. It's been a long time. Yeah, we started a long time ago on this YouTube grind. Ricky J's still around, baby. That's my boy. But your body says KFC. That's the joke. Yeah, your t-shirt might say UFC, but your body says KFC. I might get some KFC later. That's some good chicken right there. All right, Saints and Falcons, still no score over there. And more other scores because I can speak English. Titans up on the Jags. If they lose to the Titans, oh my God. Titans actually playing the best football of the year. They might be. They ended up not being as bad as people thought. Yes, only 3 wins, but still, they were winless for most of the season. Trippy Dead says, "What's up, 5? How's it going?" Bengals up 6-0 on the Browns. I just someone let me know. Someone let me know when Myles Garrett gets that record. Katie Cat says, mentioning KFC makes me want to get hot buttered biscuits. That was my prison nickname. Was hot buttered biscuits. Don't drop the soap around me. Okay, now. All right. Live streaming. We just went over 100 viewers. Jamie Gillum with the kickoff as the Giants lead 3-0. Here in the first quarter, it will be a touchback stamped down by Kevontae Turpin in the end zone. Giants haven't beaten the Cowboys, I think, since 1983. That's how long it's been. Dak Prescott I think he's 2 for 2 in this game with the fumble FL, which stands for fumble lost. Yep. Come on, Giant. No, we don't want to win this game. We want to lose this game so that we clinch the number 2 overall pick and then Joe Shane fucks it up. That's what we want to do. Dak Prescott hands it off, and that's going to be a gain of about 3. It'll be set up 2nd and 7 for the New York Football Giants defending against Jaden Blue. Or is it Jadon Blue? Jaden Blue. I don't like. Hey, listen. Losing is winning at this point. Okay. Number 2 overall pick, we have options. We can pick up a guard. We can pick up a right tackle because Evan Neal is a massive bust. We could pick up another number 1 wide receiver. We could have a fucking wide receiver tandem on second down. And that's a gain of about 5 there from Prescott to Pickens. We'll set up. Oh, they're going to give him first down. They're going to give him the first down. 8:20 left in the first quarter. Still no score in Atlanta. It appears that both teams are tanking hard as fuck. Don't want to help each other out. That's fucking shit right there. I want to see what happens. I want the Panthers to go to the I don't think the Buccaneers deserve to get into the playoffs. I think it'd be interesting if the Panthers go. 1st and 10, Prescott fakes the handoff, rolls over to his right, naked bootleg, finds his tight end. Dalton Schultz going to pick up at least a first down. He picks up 13 into Giant territory. No, that is Schoonamaker. What's his name? What's that dude's name? It's a very white name there. Luke Schoonamaker. Schoonamaker. That's a Dutch German name if I've ever eaten. I make scoons. Yep. What is a scoon? Joey Schoonamaker. Nate, he looks like a Nate. Apparently the Jaguars just scored a touchdown. Dak Prescott on first down. He's going to hand it off. And that's a gash up the middle. Another gain of about 12. That puts the Cowboys in field goal range. Jaden Blue with a gain of about 13. Right up the gut. Right up the A gap. Very simple run right here. Giants, we're not blitzing. And Bobby Okereke just got the hell blocked out of him. Dane Belton with the tackle. And it'll set up another first down for the Dallas Cowboys. 6:43 left in the first quarter. Prescott under center now. Nope, he's like at half shotgun. He's half cocked. No, he's about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Takes a snap, pistol formation, hands it off again. This time it's Jadon Blue. Another gash of 15. He's at the 10, the 5, and he's dropped down at about the 4-yard line, a gain of 20. It'll be 1st and goal from the New York Giants 4-yard line. Dane Belton again on the tackle. Cowboys in business. They gave up 3 off the turnover. They're in hurry up. They're going right to the shotgun formation here. Prescott takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling right, looks left, throws it into his check down, and it is caught. Nope, they're going to call it incomplete. Schoonmaker, no, Ferguson. Ferguson had the ball, Jacob Ferguson for a second, and then he dropped it. But here's the run by Jaden Blue, who just bounced out to the left side, got a wall of blockers in front of him, made a couple tacklers miss, had George Pickens blocking in front of him, and picked up 20 yards. Yes, no more Giants football is coming up. You look like a Nate, sounds like a threat. Yeah, I mean, Nate is Nathan. How many Nathans have you met? You know what? Nate Robinson, not white. You know, how many Asian guys have you met named Nathan though? How many Spanish guys have you met named Nathan? I can't even think of a Hispanic Nathan. Is there even a comparable name to Nathan in Spanish? Nate Diaz? Nathan? I don't know. Is Nate like, yeah, that's a good one. But is it not Nathaniel? I do look like an Adam. I'm the most Adam there ever is. As the Falcons are punting, this is one of the most boring games I've ever seen over here. This is a shit show in Atlanta. Fucking A. This game is as good as advertised. The fucking Falcons and the Saints. Now, the Falcons, when they are eliminated from playoff contention, are one of the best teams on earth. I think their record in the last 10 years, or when they're eliminated, is like 12-4 when they've been eliminated from the playoffs. Something ridiculous. Desmond says, I'm truly glad this season is about to be over. What a tortured disease product for my Cowboys. At least a couple of weeks you were relevant. for your team to finish possibly 8-1, it does let you know that your team sucks and your window is closing and you are in a lot of trouble. But, finishing 8-8 is better than being, say, a 3-win team. That is no good. Other scores around the league. Texans have scored a touchdown against the Colts. That is now 6-7 is the score. Someone shoot me. Brain rot. Titans and Jaguars tied 7-7. Vikings up 3-0 on the Packers. Nobody cares about that. And then the Saints, Falcons are 0-0. Now, at the 4 o'clock games, the one important game is the Chiefs Raiders. That will determine who clinches the Tank Bowl. I think the Raiders will lose. I honestly think the Raiders are one of the worst teams maybe in NFL history. They are so bad. They are such shit. They are asshole crap. They are dog doo-doo. Not stepping on dog doo-doo with your shoe, but yeah, they called that incomplete. But actual shit in your, like the dog shit in your shoe, and then you put it on, and that's what the Raiders are. Prescott now motions over to the right. He's going to hand it off this time to Jaden Blue, and he's actually stopped at a line of scrimmage for no gain on 2nd and goal. That'll set up 3rd and goal for the Dallas Cowboys. The Raiders have sat everyone. They want Fernando Mendoza so bad. He's got Charlie. Jake the Snake has Charlie as his default picture there. Penguin 0. Moist critical. He rode a dildo around on a cart. I wish I had one of those. Prescott now on 3rd and goal from the shotgun. Throws a fade route to Pickens, and it is overthrown. That'll set up the field goal. Oh, man. Tony with the loaded question. Has this been one of the worst Giants season for you? He meant to say 5. Yeah, this one at least has hope. The Joe Judge season was one of the worst because not only is Joe Judge a bitch and he ran the sneak on 3rd down, we were starting Jacob Fromm and Mike Glennon. And that season was just awful. Just terrible. As Brandon Aubrey gets the snap, down, hold up, kick is good. Tie game. Tie game with 5:21 left in the first quarter. Giants. Oh, I spelled quarter wrong. It's first quarter. Hey, oh, it's the first quarter. It's the first quarter. Hey, oh. All right. Damn it. I got to save the overlay. Save the overlay. All right. It is now 3-3. Cowboys trying to put this miserable Giants team out of their fucking existence, man. This will end the Giants season. Trevor Papano. Hey, 5. Hey, chat. Hope everyone's New Year is going well. Hope your Giants lose. I hope my Steelers lose tonight as well. Yeah, I don't know. The quad. Yeah, so we were talking about the 4 o'clock games. Commanders, Eagles, that has no bearing on anything other than draft picks. Dolphins, Patriots, no bearing on anything. Oh, no, wait. I think the Patriots have an outside chance at the number 1 if they win and the Broncos lose. Bears, Lions, nothing changes there. Lions have been eliminated, but the Bears cannot win the top seed, so you might see some backups. I don't know if Tyson Bagent is still on the Bears, but he might get a little rep work in there. Might get to look at some film while Caleb Williams takes the day off. Broncos, Chargers, again at 425. The number 1 overall seed in the West is determined by that, or the AFC, sorry. And then Jets, Bills, no bearing there in terms of consequence, but they flexed the Steelers, Ravens, and I'm sure Tree's fat ass will be streaming that. He's doing that. So the Falcons apparently just blocked the punt. It is 1st and goal. B. John Robinson. A lot of Panthers fans are happy by this. Panthers could go from the number 1 overall pick to a top draft pick, winning the Tank Bowl a couple years as Bijan is going to walk in for the touchdown. There you go. Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. Panthers fans celebrating everywhere. And there's a flag on the play, though. Holding. Take that off the board. Take that off the board. Giants receive the kick. It's Deonte Banks, who he finally showed that he's worth something with a return touchdown last week. He is not a good defender, but he can return kicks, and maybe that's his job going forward. But defending against the elite wide receivers should not be his job. Cordell Flott outplayed him. Jackson Dart now taking over, tied 3-3 in the first quarter. 5:15 left on his own 39. Dart under center. Gets the signal across, moves Bellinger to the fullback position. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Devin Singletary to the right. He picks up about 3. Modest gain. Tackled by Williams and some other dude. This is professional play-by-play here, just on a guy that's just mailing it in. Like, and there's a deep fly ball to left by Castellanos. That's going to make it a 4. Like, imagine if there's a guy doing play-by-play. This is fucking didn't give a shit. He's just like, Dart throws it underneath to Darius Slayton. I don't give a fuck, man. He picks up about 6. That'll be a first down, New York Giants. Scooter will not be joining us. Scooter's doing his own thing. And yeah, we haven't had a contending team in so long. Even in 2022, we weren't contenders. We knew we were gonna maybe win a playoff game, and that was it. We got blown out by the Eagles in the divisional round, and that was that. Dart looking to throw. He finds Gunnar Olszewski for a gain of 25 down to the 25. First down, New York Giants. A nice throw there by Jackson Dart. Olszewski on a crossing route just comes around, and it was a dig route, and he just catches it wide open in the flat, and that's a big gain by the New York Football Giants. I think we want that wide receiver out of USC if we go number 2 overall. That's what I would like to see, but it's really hard even for Joe Shane to fuck up. Like, no matter who we get, it's going to be the best, supposedly best player at whatever position that we take if you're drafting at number 2 overall. Dart faked the handoff. Now he's going to run out. He's going to pick up about 15 on his own run. Dart showing the athleticism, keeping his job. Now the Giants could still get the number 1 overall pick, but I don't think they're going to take Mendoza. You know, that would be stupid. What you could do is pull a Phillip Rivers or an Eli Manning, draft the dude and then trade him, because no way the Giants keep Mendoza and Dart on the same team. That would be stupid. That'd be really dumb. First and goal on exactly the 10. New York Giants. Oh, apparently Joe Burrow just got pick-sicked. Pick-sicked. Is that a word? Dart under center is going to hand it off to Singletary. He's gobbled up like your mom on a cack for a loss of 3. Yeah, the Giants should trade it. They should trade it for several picks, because Mendoza could fetch at least 2 firsts on an open market. It could trade you a first later. It could get you a first later in that round and a first the following year. Mendoza's worth that much. So, yeah, of course we want to lose this game and get at least the number 2 overall pick, possibly the number 1. Giants now in the shotgun formation. Dart looks back, throws it, chucks it up, and over the head of Darius Slayton. He could not contort his body around to catch that ball. Clock stops with 2:04 left in the first quarter. That'll set up third down and goal from the Cowboys 10. Slayton hasn't dropped the ball yet this year, but he was there during New Year's Eve, of course. There's hardly anyone here at MetLife Stadium, by the way. I could have gone to this game. But yeah, that was a dog shit throw. But I think maybe Dart was throwing that out of bounds on purpose. Third and goal from the 12-yard line. Dart, empty backfield, drops back to pass, flush from the pocket to the right, and he's about to get sacked, and he will be sacked for a loss of 2. Giants will bring out the field goal unit. Giants will bring out the field goal unit. Saints and Falcons are in commercial break over here. Tank for Arch. I think Dart's the guy. Honestly, I think Dart will be the quarterback for a while. I don't think we need Arch Manning unless he has some catastrophic injury where he just dies, you know. Not literally, figuratively. We're not talking for real, you know. Sauls with the kick, and that's right down Broadway. Another kick through for the rookie. He's 6 for 6 this year, and Graham Gano will never return to this team. Graham Gano can probably stay in the hospital where he is. He can rehab for and go continue his NFL career on possibly the Cleveland Browns. Was Gano ever a Cleveland Brown? I want to say he was. Let's look that up. Graham Gano. Was he ever a Brown? Was he ever a Cleveland? No, he wasn't. He was a Washington, a Carolina, and a Giant. And he's had a long career since 2009. He's garbage. He's jack shit, if you ask me. But, you know, he's an athlete. I can't talk shit. He's done more than I ever will. You can take those comments out of context if you want. The headline now that enragement bait is all the league, or is all the no context Twitter, and enragement bait is how you get tweets to pop off. But now the headline on that would be YouTuber says Graham Gano is a bum. Just like Erin Andrews said she misses all the holidays, but no one played the entire clip where she was like, yeah, I understand that that's what's going to happen. Yell 45 for Filipino 50. That's like $2. Is that Filipino currency? Someone tell me what kind of currency that is. Is this the worst season for you as a fan? 5? Nah, we went over this. The Joe Judge year. Joe Judge's second season. A headline no one would click on. All right, fine. Peso mi mucho. All right, Giants leading 6-3. Still an entire quarter has been played almost. And pretty boring football. I'm trying to make it entertaining. Can I entertain you guys? Can I bring the positivity rabbit back as the Saints have the ball? And the Falcons are up 7-0. They eventually did score a touchdown. Ass. Giants kick it off. That's fielded at about the 3-yard line. It's brought up. Kevontae Turpin, he's got a lane and he's gone. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, and he's brought down at the 15. Wow. Kevontae Turpin almost housed it on the New York Giants. Big return. Brought down at the 10, a 90-yard return for Kevontae Turpin. Impressive. It was. What the fuck? Wow. Giants take a 6-3 lead and turn it into shit right away. Man, he was almost gone, but that was a hell of a play by Banks right there. No, that's not Deontay Banks. Is that Green? Green with the tackle saves a touchdown. However, who knows what's going to happen here? It's the Philippine peso. Ah, there you go. What's up? There's a handoff to the right side, and it is brought down after a loss of 3 by Deshaun Golston. Here we go. Giants trying to fuck up their tank, but they're letting the Cowboys get in position here. Kirk Cousins found Drake London, and that was a touchdown. A lot of Drakes in this league now. Drake May, Drake London. 2nd and 13. Dak Prescott hands it up the middle, and that's a touchdown. Easy peasy. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Number 23. That is Jadon Blue. That boy good, That boy good. That Jadon Blue just right up the middle. Yep, finds a hole. He wanted him some glory hole, and he scores a touchdown. Jerry Jones. Dak is playing Mad Forest. And the Cowboys have now taken the lead just like that on a grand total of 3 fucking plays, man. Aubrey for the extra point, right down the middle, 10-6. Dallas Cowboys. Let me just put it on second quarter because I don't see the score changing, man. Second quarter. I'm going to spell it wrong on purpose because that's what I do for y'all. I love y'all, and I'm gonna spell it wrong on purpose now because still no sack from Myles Garrett. When that happens, I will tip the cap to him. He got the record from Michael Strahan. Still had to do it in 17 games, not 16. Michael Strahan had that monster year. Giants were only 7-9 that year. 6-10, I think. Giants were bad that year. Not as bad as they are now. I was at that game. Giants were getting fucked. Bill Doherty or whatever his name was, that wide receiver, he was open like every play. Brett Favre was just throwing lasers. I got to see Brett Favre play. And I also got to see the great Kerry Collins. And then Ron Dane had a 68-yard run in that game. Good. What a bust Ron Dane was. Everyone's like, this is all-time leading rusher coming out of college. Yeah, Mark Gastineau has massive CTE. 8662 said he met Myles Garrett and he hit him with a helmet. That's funny. I have watched the college football playoffs. Miami won. I would say that's an upset. Ole Miss won. Indiana also won. And there's a 4th team in there. Oregon advanced. So pretty interesting semifinals. We'll see. Dart here now trailing 10-6. Looking, throws to his check down. Devin, nope. Tyrone Tracy gets caught for a loss of 2. That'll set up 2nd and long, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Alabama got crushed. They shouldn't have even been there. They backed in. I saw Michael Irvin going crazy. He belt the ass. Look, Michael Irvin is 59, I want to say, has 6-pack abs. Don't tell me that that you can't look good when you're older. Here, let me see if I can find Michael Irvin belt. Burrow just got pick sixed again. Michael Irvin is in good shape. Gives me hope for that. Maybe one day I can be a tall black athlete and look as good as Michael Irvin does at 59. I just, I got to start working out. And maybe someday. Here it is. Here's the picture. There's Michael Irvin just belt to ass and yeah, all that cocoa butter will get me there. Someday. You got to have goals, right? People say goals. And I'm just doing my best, you know. Here, hold on. I'm trying to fucking save this picture. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, man. I am not good. Oh, it's a web P. Fuck it. Fuck it. Can't show it. Can't show it. Oh, you know what I can do? I can present my screen. That's one way to do it. Here we go. There's Irvin just belt to Aston right there. He's ass to Belton. Here it is. Can we watch this? There he is. He's just belt to Aston. Why is it not showing up on the screen? Oh, it opened in a new window. That's why. Never mind. Oh well. That's belt to ass, people. That's belt to Aston. All that coke are gonna do it for me. All right. Michael Irvin versus Rick James. Ooh. I don't know how much coke Mike Irvin is on, but I think it could fuel all of Colombia. I think he's keeping the entire Venezuelan. Well, not anymore. Ha! That's not funny. What are we doing? We're just meddling in world affairs. We're just like, fuck it. We're just gonna fuck shit up. We're just going down to other countries and arresting their leaders. We're just walking right in. We're hey dude, we don't like you. We're gonna ouster you. That makes me wonder how in bed with Chavez we were that if we could arrest somebody and bring them in at any time. That makes you wonder how much we're just letting people get away with shit because we don't want to deal with it. All right. Anyways, I'm not getting political here. 2nd and 11, and that's oh, there you go, Darius Slayton with his first drop of the year, and that is gonna bring up 3rd and long. Here we go. 3rd and long. Giants already trailing 10-6. I think the Giants are gonna end up losing this game by a lot. I think the 6 points is all they got, and I think that it's not going to get much better from here. I think it's bad. 3rd and 11 now. Dart from the shotgun. There's a stunt coming. He throws underneath. That's caught by Darius Slayton, but he's going to break a tackle and he's going to pick up a 1st down. You piece of shit, Darius Slayton. You piece of shit. They had him down before the 1st down marker, but Darius Slayton breaks the tackle. Former Auburn player. Yeah, he just got free right there. He realized he had the momentum, kept going, picks up a 1st down. Giants now in Dallas territory. Oh, yeah, there's going to be a lot of firings today, by the way. Who do y'all think is going to get fired? Chat. Tyrone Tracy up the middle. He's going to pick up, he's going to bounce it outside, pick up about 12. Giants now in the red zone or close to it on the outer skirts of the red zone. Let me look at these NFL standings. Let me tell you who's going to get fired today. Who is going to get fired on the I don't root for people to lose their jobs, but you just got to think that their time as the leaders of these teams is over. And they get a nice severance package. They get a lot of them get the remainder of their contract. If you're on like David Culley, I think he got fired after 2 years as the Houston Texans head coach. He got 4 years out of the 5-year contract at like $6 million a year. Like I've never lost a job where they did anything but told me to get the fuck out of there. Like giving me 26 million to not show up to work. Sign me up for that shit. Holy fuck. 26 million to not come into work. Dart now from 2nd and 7, drops back, throws. That's caught by Daniel Bellinger. And that is a 1st down. Move the chains. Giants are in business. I think Todd Bowles will be fired if they don't make the playoffs. Aaron Glenn will get fired today. Stefanski should not be fired. What's up, Dalton Varsho? The actual MLB player, Dalton Varsho, in our chat, everyone. Dart fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, hits his check down. That is a screenplay to Tracy. He's going to pick up a first down and more. Puts it on the Cowboy 10. Giants are now in business trying to answer. I said that the Giants were not going to come back in this game, but I forgot that the Cowboys defense is pure fucking ass. Here's a audio portrayal of the Cowboys defense. Ass. Joe Shane is going to stay on through the draft, and that pisses me off. Dart from the shotgun on the 10. He's going to keep it on the option play. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Giants can get a first down without scoring, but I think they want to find the end zone here. I don't think Stefanski gets fired. Who's the coach in the Titans have an interim, so they'll be looking for someone. I don't think Shane Steichen gets fired in Colt land. I don't think Andy Reid gets fired for missing the playoffs. Pete Carroll possibly could get fired, but what other options do they have? You'd want as 2nd down there, Tracy gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. I don't think you fire Pete Carroll, though. Like, if you get the number 1 overall pick and you draft Fernando Mendoza, I think you'd want Pete Carroll in there. Yeah, Dalton Varsho. Really? The major leaguer, Dalton Varsho. Officially, yes, it's me. Okay. Had no idea Dalton was a fan. But welcome. Current Blue Jay. All right, what's something I could ask Dalton Varsho that only he would know without Googling it? What was that playoff run like? I mean, you guys are a couple outs away from winning the World Series. So yeah. I met Miguel Rojas, by the way, one of the nicest guys ever. He's about my height, a little bit taller than me, but he's so much wider. Like, he's built like an athlete. Giants are now set to kick a field goal as they get stopped on 3rd down. Obviously, athletes are built more athletic than you, but it's funny because when you're standing next to a pro, you're just like, you can see the clear difference between you and them physically. And you're just like, I could work out 24/7. I'll never have that level of physique or strength. And a lot of them aren't very big people, but they're built they're built different, to say. They're just built different. It's also a big difference when you see college athletes or just good athletes, and then you see major league athletes, how much better a major leaguer is than just an average athlete. Like, they're just so much better. Like, the differences between, it is not my job to be fit. I get it. But the highest level of humanity versus a good level of humanity the gap's pretty big. It is. The gap is pretty big. Saints still trail the Falcons 0-7. Other scores around the league. Bengals are trailing the Browns. Texans leading the Colts. And the Jaguars are up on the Titans. Dalton Varsho says, I was dancing in the dugout because I thought we won, and then all of a sudden I felt like the 2013 Maple Leafs. Miguel Rojas is Patrice Bergeron. I somehow I'm not thinking that this is actually Dalton Varsho. Can I look at and see if this is his Does Dalton Varsho have a YouTube? Let's inspect a little bit here. Mhm. Yeah, he does not have a YouTube channel. Hell of a player, though. Yeah, come on, jump in on FaceTime, Dalton. Ashley Atchison says, "Hey there, Five. Just stop by to say hello. Good luck today." Yeah, bad luck today. We don't want to win. We don't want to win. We want to lose. We want the number 2 overall pick. We are trailing 10-9. Toronto does always choke in game 7s. They like blowing leads. I thought that they had that World Series, man. And the Dodgers are the best team money can buy. And they proved it. They proved that losing that if you have the greatest players on earth, you can overcome luck. Miguel Rojas was the number 9 batter. Simply thought of as an afterthought. And he was only out there, I think, because a player got injured, right? He was just in the lineup because they're that's how deep the fucking Dodgers are. And then he goes and hits one of the most clutch home runs in the history of baseball. Like, nobody saw that coming. I was like, man, they're gonna lock down this World Series and it's gonna be over. And they did not. Bruss says, good luck on losing. Thanks, buddy. 1st and 10 now. Prescott hands it off, and that's the other running back. That's not Blue. That's Maffa. That's a bad Maffa right there. He picks up about 2. Be 2nd and 9. He picks up 1. I wouldn't say guarantees a championship. Remember the Yankees? They had absurdly high payrolls. They couldn't even get to the World Series. The Dodgers had the combination of just talent and luck that you need. As the Falcons hit another field goal, they're up 10-0 on the Saints, looking like Carolina is going to make the playoffs as there's a screen pass. That's from Flournoy. How do I say that? Flournoy. Wow, what a block there by Ferguson to spring the wide receiver for a pickup about 15. Ooh, do I predict a last? I think the Mets will do better. I think the Mets, honestly, all the dumping that they're doing, they're gonna do better. I don't know if they make the playoffs, but they're gonna do better than last year. Was just horrible. As there's a handoff to Blue. Jaden Blue is killing the Giants today. Jaden Blue. Not to be confused with Jaden Red. They got Jaden Blue. He's just going right up the middle, and he's finding holes. He's finding holes, and he's finding space. Yes, I appreciate you, Dalton, beating the Yankees. That was cinema. I appreciate it. At midfield, Dak Prescott's going to hand it off to his running back, that's Jaden Blue this time. He gets stopped for a gain of nothing. That'll bring up 3rd and short for the Dallas Cowboys. Falcons still leading 10-0, about to send the Panthers to the playoffs. There's 10-19 left in the second quarter there in this game currently. Oh, they're going to move the chains. No. Oh, this is a highlight. This is a highlight from before. It's 3rd and 2. Jaden Blue on the sidelines. I'll read this in 1 second after this play. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Dak Prescott in shotgun, 3rd and 2. Trips to the left, hands it off to his fullback, who makes a guy miss, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. Picks up 4 on the play. Move the chains as Hunter Lupke picks up the 1st down. Listen, if you think if you think your internet is stalling, no, that's just my brain trying to work. You don't have a bad internet connection. I just have bad synapses in my brain. You do not need to go check your router. I'm just an idiot. As Dak Prescott pulls down the handoff and throws, and it's dropped by Florine on the reception, hit him right in the hands, and then went out into the sidelines. Zach Stopla on MLB salary cap would be closer to the NBA than NFL. Yeah, there needs to be some type of system in the MLB. They thought of a system that they thought would discourage teams from going over the cap, and it's just gotten worse. And the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, there's like 12 teams that went over the cap. As there's a handoff this time to Jadon Blue to their outside, and he's going to pick up 12. That's a Dallas Cowboys first down. 6:17 left in the second quarter. Yeah, the Yankees won a World Series in 2009. That was 17 years ago, bruh. Long time ago. They went the entire 2010s without I guess that's called the aughts. They went the entire 2010s without a championship. Usually the Yankees are good for one every 10 years. Now, they did go to a World Series 2017, but we all know what happened there. All right, Prescott back. Oh, they lost to the Dodgers 2 years ago. But the Dodgers, once again, proving the more money, the more championship. It's getting ridiculous. Dodgers have won 3 out of the last 5 fucking World Series or some shit. As there's a first down to CeeDee Lamb. Dak Prescott stood tall in the pocket, delivered, and found his wide receiver. No, that's not CeeDee Lamb. That's Step Stevenson. 1st and 10 now on the 11 of the New York Giants. Dallas threatening. Giants showing blitz. Prescott is changing it up at the line of scrimmage. He's under center. He takes the snap. Jadon Blue is going to pick up about 2 to the right side. It'll be 2nd and 8. 200 odd. 1986, last time the Mets won the World Series. It's been 40 fucking years, man. I was 10 years old, and we are not winning this year. I remember in 2016, we were like, hey, it's the 30-year anniversary. 2006, it's the 20-year anniversary. We haven't even gotten close. Oh, Brian Burns is hurt. He's gone over to the sideline. Prescott now, 2nd and 9. The Cowboys can get a first down. There's Jadon Blue up the middle. Again, he's going to pick up about 4 this time. That'll set up 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 for the Dallas Cowboys. 4:15 left in the first half. Braden wasn't even born. You were just jizz in your dad's fucking nutsack when last time the Mets won a World Series. And a lot of you would be not even kids. Yeah, John Stockton is about my age. I was 10 in 1986. Prescott now motions over to his right. He drops back to pass. He's looking. He's scanning the field. He hits his check down over to the right, but that's going to be brought down at about the 3-yard line. It'll be 4th and 2. I wonder if the stay out there, Cowboys. Go for it. Go for it. Don't be pussies. It's the last day of the season. There's no honor in taking the points. Yep, they are out there. 4th and 2. 20 seconds left on the play clock. 3:21, clock rolling. Brian Burns getting taped up over on the sidelines. Prescott now under center. 4th and 2, barking out orders. He's got George Pickens at the top of his screen. Motions his tight end over. Tries to get him to they're going to try to get him to jump off sides. They're fucking bullshit. They're not going to snap. Yeah, they're fucking full of shit. Fuck you, pussies. Snap the ball. Snap the ball as they waste the timeout. No one's falling for that shit, Dak. No one's falling for. I hope they come out and fucking go for it after wasting that timeout. They didn't get the look that they wanted. They didn't get the. All right, now nope, they're not going to bring. Oh, okay, okay. They're keeping the offense out there. There's Brian Schottenheimer. He's going to go for it. Here we go. 4th and 2. Prescott in the huddle, calling out the orders. Here we go. They're spreading out in the formation. Giants lined up. Prescott scanning the field. He is now in shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left and a tight end. Now he's dropping back to pass. He doesn't get single coverage. He's flushed out to the right. He's going to have to throw it away, and it is batted down, and that'll be a turnover on downs. That was terrible. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. What's that? What's up now? Was there illegal contact, perhaps? Was there offensive, defensive, pass interference? I know there's a flag. This is going to give the Cowboys an automatic first down. Here comes the referee. He's coming. He's got his mic up. He's talking shit. He's like, fuck you. I don't know. Whatever Roger Goodell tells me to do. That's what. And then they're talking over. I think it's on the Giants. I think it's on the Giants flag. Holding on the offense. Penalty is declined. Giants will take over. First down, New York Giants. So that was not on the New York on the Giants. It was on the Cowboys as they tried to find Pickens, but he was nowhere to be found over there on the right. And there's a little bit of contact, but that was a terribly designed play by the Cowboys there. Patton with the coverage on Pickens, and that will, excuse me, it's time for a riddle. Okay, tell me your Riddler. The Riddler. Tell me a riddle. This is it. Tell me a riddle. What has 4 legs but can neither walk or run? Your mom. Got him. Oh, the Saints are trying to score a touchdown over here. All right. What mighty figure shows its dominance with the term fee fi fo fum, but is always represented by 53 bums? Oh, I get it. This is a riddle. Okay. All right. Fee fi fo fum. That is the calling card of a large human being, right? But is always represented by 53 bums. That would be Austin's homeless problem. Yeah, I get where you're going there. I didn't watch any of the Winter Classic. The Rangers won 5-1. Mika Zibanejad had a hat trick, but I think it was on TNT. I don't have TNT. Look at you guys saying the Giants like it wasn't a joke. Saints are down in the red zone on the Falcons, and they're up 10-0. Or I mean, the Falcons are up 10-0 as Tyler Shuck gets shucked to the ground. He is sacked. Yeah, I didn't like how the roof was closed, but if the roof was open, it would have been really difficult. The sun does incredibly odd things to ice. Like I think people don't understand how difficult ice is to keep frozen. Even when they do it from the outdoor venues where it's below freezing, like when they go to Minnesota and shit like that, there can be bad patches of ice. It's really hard to keep consistent, even in arenas. Like when I went to Madison Square Garden, the security guard that I met that actually recognized me, he said that the MSG ice is not that good. You know, the colder the place, the better. That's why Minnesota can have good ice. But a lot of environments that are in warmer weather, like North Carolina, Miami, things like that, it's tough to keep the ice nice and hard, like your mom likes it. Giants commit. Oh, that's an offsides on the Cowboys. 2:49 left in the second quarter. Here. Saints still have yet to score in this game against the Falcons. Browns up on the Bengals. Still no sacks for Myles Garrett in that game. Jaguars have taken over. They're up 21-7 on the Titans. And the Giants now, 1st and 5. That's a run by Devin Singletary. He's going to pick up about 15 out to the 23. First down, New York Giants. Nice run by Devin Singletary. Leading 10-9. This should almost take us to the 2-minute morning. The 2-minute morning. Dart now from the shotgun on their own 21. He's going to hand it off again. Nope, he's going to keep it on the option play. He's going to run it to the outside and slide down and get hit late, but they're not going to call it because it was the trailing leg. This will take us now to the 2-minute warning. It'll be 2nd and 4 after the 2nd and 5 by the New York Giants. Yeah, he slid underneath the defender. And here we go. The Copa America in Miami was chaos. At the Copa America, the hottest spot north of America. At the Copa. Vikings are up 6-0 in the Packers. That's a pretty boring game. I think the Packers should try to win that just to make their one-loss record look a little better, but they won't. Texans dominating the Colts. And the Browns, Bengals, yeah, whole bunch of shit going on. What's everybody eating for lunch at halftime? You guys gonna get a snack? What you guys making? What you guys eating? This being the last game of the year. You know, we waited all off season for Giant football. We're like, we should be better this year. We should be better. We got Abdul Carter. We got all these, we got Brian Burns coming back. We got Red Rhino got Wingstop wings. Let's go. Red Rhino's living his best life. 8662 got nachos at the ATM. Ass to mouth. Nachos ass to mouth. Not sure about that. 10-0. Tyler Shupp's got the Saints on the 1-yard line on 3rd and goal. He's going to run the naked boot. He's going to get there. Tyler Shupp outruns the defender. That's a touchdown. Saints, things getting all of them a lot interesting now in Atlanta. The Panthers' butthole just got a little bit tighter now that the Saints have scored a touchdown. Mahomie said, I smoked pork belly burnt ends. That sounds delicious. Kevin Nguyen says, I just ate spaghetti for lunch. Pretzel Hut is going to eat a stack of 26 bagels. Serby's close to a Wawa. Crazy Frankie's got soup and sandwich, and it's actually raining in LA. Yeah, you guys need rain. JNP had pizza for breakfast and a bottle of alcohol. Someone's getting fucking wasted watching football. That sounds like a plan. Brandon, I read that completely. Brandon Simmons is having cookies for lunch. Light day. Katie Cat's making stuffed shells. That sounds delicious. I had pasta last night and a little bit of cheese, and it's bubbling in my butt. I'll tell you that. Yeah, Tampa fans are pissed because they want to lose because they want Todd Bowles fired. Yeah, I mean, you always want your team to make the playoffs. There's always a chance. I don't know if an 8-9 team can go to the Super Bowl. Jackson Dart here throws it out to his left, and it's dropped by Darius Slayton. No Jalen Hyatt today, because who cares if he was even out there? He would be as unnoticeable as a ghost in the corner of a room. Fucking Jalen Hyatt. Probably his last season as a New York Giant. I don't think he'll be back. A lot of players won't be back. I don't think Wan'Dale Robinson will be back. I don't think Jalen Hyatt will be back. I don't think Evan Neal will be back. I don't think a lot of players will be back. Dart throws it up the middle. It's caught by Gunnar Olszewski. That's a first down. New York Giants, minute 48 left in the second quarter. Giants are already about at midfield. Whoa, hey, don't try to get me canceled. Don't try to get me canceled like y'all tried to do Tom Brady. He did not say a bad word. Dart now from the shotguns looking. He's going to get swallowed up and tackled down and sacked. There was holding on the play, it appears, but they're going to decline that. Giants burn a timeout with a minute 25 left. Dart got brought down like a Venezuelan dictator in the pocket and arrested and sent and deported out of his own country. What's the foul here? Flag on who? Flag on who? Come on, tell me what just happened. I'm sorry, I didn't know you're Irish. If I don't know you're Irish, then that's not a slur. Who are they going to call a flag on? Izaraku? No. They're going to decline it. There was so much obvious holding on this play. I don't see a flag. I don't see a violation anywhere. They say Van Roten. I don't see it. I just saw Jackson Dart get fucking. Oh, he hit his head on the turf though, but that's not roughing. That can't be roughing. Jude McAtomney was Irish. Uh-huh. Still no indication as to what the fucking flag was for. I guess it's nothing. Oh, no, they called roughing. 1st and 25. No, it's holding. The 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 Cowboys accepted the penalty? I guess they want to back them up. 1st and 25. Dart now from the shotgun. Takes the handoff. It's a inside handoff to Tracy on 1st and 25. So ballsy. Edgy. That's an edgy play call there. Being an edgelord there, Mike Kafka. Ready, Kafka? Crazy Frankie 56. Well, to be fair, Giants did beat my Chargers earlier this season. It's somewhat of a moral victory, I guess. Yeah, that was a weird game. The Chargers were banged up. Malik Neighbors got hurt. That was Jackson Dart's debut. It was the first time a rookie Giant quarterback won his debut ever, and it was all downhill from there, and not the good kind. Not the easy kind of downhill. It's been ass ever since. What's up, Taco8779? Hey, 5 in chat. What's going on? Greg Van Roten is a Bills legend. Yeah? Well, he hasn't been good for the Giants. Giants still trailing 10-9, a minute 21 left in the second quarter. Dart now in the pistol formation. Takes the snap, throws it to Tracy. It was kind of a backwards pass there, more like a lateral. And it's going to be a pick of about 6 as, there's a late hit on the sideline as Tracy is hit after he was out of bounds and he fell down. And then there's some tattletaling going on. And that is going to be another tack on 15 to the run, as that was considered a late hit. Personal foul, being a bitch. Number 59, Dallas Cowboys. Personal foul. Roughing the late hit out of bounds. Zach Stopla, who do you have winning the Natty, and how soon does Joe Judge hype train start again? If it's Ole Miss and him helping produce Dart and Chambliss. Joe Judge is a fucking moron. Who do I have in the Natty? I want Ole Miss to at least make the finals as like a big fuck you to Lane Kiffin. I think that would be awesome. I think also Lane Kiffin would melt down and want a championship ring, even though he left them. Like, I just want to see that drama. But I think, honestly, the best team that's still alive is Indiana. I think that they're easily the best team out there as the Giants cross midfield on a first down pass to Gunnar Olszewski, a gain of about 7. I think Indiana is the best team. I like it. What universe are we living in where Indiana is the best football team in the nation? And they've got a legit 1-1 candidate in Fernando Mendoza, a Heisman winner. Like, their defense is good. Their offense is good. Yeah, it's stupid how Lane Kiffin is cheering for them. Like, dude, you left them. You could have waited till next year. Like, LSU job isn't that great of a job. As Dart throws off his right foot, he finds Gunnar Olszewski. That's a gain of about 20. Giants in business, 2nd and 2. Clock is running. 58 seconds left in the second half. Are they going to clock it or are they going to jock it? Are they going to? They got plenty of time. You don't need to clock the ball. Just line up. 48 seconds left. Giants now with the clock running. Dart from the shotgun. He's going to throw to his check down. Tyrone Tracy, who's going to try to get out of bounds, and that's going to stop the clock with 36 seconds left. Giants trying to fuck up their tank here. Did the Saints just score another touchdown? I think people are sleeping on Oregon, but they find a way to lose game. I think Dan Lannon is overrated. Lannon's a lot like Ryan Day. You know, gets by on extreme talent. Not really all the thing. You know, he's not an X and O's guys. He also looks fucking insane. And there's movement on the line. Giants are going to get called for a false start with 36 seconds left on 1st and 10. Yeah, I get Urban Meyer vibes from Lane Kiffin. I get Bobby Petrino vibes. I think Lane Kiffin's just a snake. He's a Josh McDaniels, but doesn't have like. Remember, he got fired from USC. He got fired from the Raiders. He did turn around FAU, and he did turn around Ole Miss. But oh wow, oh no, I don't think that's a catch there in the Saints game. Dart now on the 30-yard line, takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's going to fake the pass, but then run out of bounds. 31 seconds left in the game. It'll bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 16 now. The Giants facing a long deficit. They could go into half with the lead, however. But Cowboys set to receive at halftime. Ooh, I don't know if Kellen Moore survives this season as the head coach of Jaguars are fucking teabagging the Titans right now. 28-7. 3rd and 16 now. New York Giants with the ball on the Cowboy 29. Dart facing a blitz, shovel passes it out to Bellinger, who's going to pick up not just a first down, but a touchdown. Oh my God. On a broken play, Daniel Bellinger acts as a tight end screen, and the Giants score a fucking touchdown. Wow, the Cowboys defense is horrible as Dart hits the Selly, and the Giants are going to go into half with the lead. What the fuck was that? Okay. Let's fuck up our number 2 overall pick. Looks like that play was shut down, but Daniel Bellinger catches it, and he's got more touchdowns this year than Jalen Hyatt has in his own fucking career. Yeah, I don't think Kellen Moore is getting fired. I was just speculating, you know. As Sauls puts it through, and you better call Sauls. And that's 16-10. Giants are leading as Jackson Dart avoided a face mask and scored a touchdown on Daniel Bellinger on that inside shovel pass. And that's another week with Jackson Dart throwing for a touchdown. He scored a lot. Kevin Wen says the Giants are fucking up the tank to try and get Eberflus fired. Eberflus is going to get fired all on his own. I think Kevin Petula is getting fired. Maybe if the Steelers win, they keep Arthur Smith. That is the Giants' 4th kicker this year, by the way. Jake the Snake. The Giants had Graham Gano. Then they had, actually, it's their 5th kicker. Then Jude McAtomney. Then Jamie Gillen attempted an extra point. And then Younghoe Koo. And then now Ben Sauls. Because Graham Gano he died. At least he's dead to me. Giants are up 16-10. Cowboys will receive. Yeah, Eberflus was a linebacker in college. He was a pretty decent defensive coordinator. I think he served under I want to say Matt Eberflus. Was he under yeah, he was the Colts defensive coordinator. He's part of that whole the Frank Reich coaching tree, which is the most overhyped bullshit coaching tree ever. But yeah, he was the D coordinator for the Colts for a while. He was a Cowboys linebackers coach. He was also Browns linebacker. He was a linebacker, so he knows defense. He's not stupid. I don't think any of these guys are stupid. Some of them are assholes. Some of them don't know how to manage people. And that makes them dumb. And if you could know all the football on earth, and if you rub someone the wrong way, it doesn't matter. They're just like, fuck you, you know? Do I have Joe Shane? Do I have faith in Joe Shane? I don't think so. I mean, if we get number 2 overall, it's really hard to mess it up. Really hard to. Joe Judge, I don't think Joe Judge is stupid. I think he's an idiot. There's a big difference. There's a big difference. The Jay Gruden coaching tree. Jay Gruden has a coaching tree? Mm-hmm. All right, back to the Saints and Falcons. That one's almost headed to half, as this one is as well. I think that this one will get stomped out. And there's a flag on the play as the Giants somehow are leading 16-10, and they're fucking up their tank. They're fucking up their tank. Can't beat the Commanders. But if they split with the Eagles and the Cowboys, you know, that's not as successful. Not a good year. Whatever. Yeah, what would we talk about? This team is tanking. The Jay Gruden coaching twig. All right. Here we go. 15 seconds left. Yep, they're gonna kneel it out. All right, I'm gonna take a little break, get something to drink. You guys tell me what you're eating for lunch. You guys go get a little snack here. I'll be right back after this. And we'll see you in a second as both teams are headed to the locker room. It's a tank bowl. We are back. We're back. How's everybody doing? We're back. All right. Apparently, they're about to go to halftime. The Falcons are threatening to score. They're trying to save Raheem Morris's job. It's a big deal, Raheem Morris, but to the rest of us, it doesn't matter. WB, Adam. Let's go. Mix myself a little drink here. Ooh, Mega Ray Manable says getting some black pepper chicken and cheese wontons. Ooh, I love this. Noah Anthony Brault DoorDash some McNuggets. That is the highlight right there. That is the peak of society. If you can just hit a button on your phone and McNuggets show up to your door, it's fucking. We've peaked. We've peaked for sure. When you get synthetic pink paste chicken just sent to your door by stomach, like you just think about it and it happens, and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna eat these nuggets. Peak. Wygand away, we ginned away, made soup for the sick wife. Caught myself saying soap, almost saying soap. Damn, I am a boomer now. Oh, I made soap for the wife. Am I gonna watch the Winter Olympics? Possibly. I mean, I always usually get into like hockey's probably gonna be good. Yeah, Beastie, tell the cow pies to stop being little bitches and win this game. I always pay attention to the hockey, speed skating. Speed skating's pretty fun. What just happened? Cam Little just whatted? Did Cam Little just break the record again? Let's see here. What just at 67 yards? Okay, that's not the record. The record's 68. But he did beat Justin Tugger's record of 66, which the league wanted him to break. I want to see a 70-yarder. How come Aubrey hasn't? Aubrey attempted a 70-yarder, by the way, and he didn't make it. Second longest in the history of the NFL right there. Cam Little, he's a fucking beast, dude. And that means the Jaguars are up 31-7 and they're going to go into the league or into the playoffs with how many wins here? 13 wins. Last year, the Jaguars were 4-13. They completely flipped their schedule. They were 4-13, and now they're 13-4. I think Liam Cohen should be given serious consideration for Coach of the Year. Serious consideration. Him and Kyle Shanahan. Zach Stoblo, what positions you want the Giants to take at the top of the draft? I think many Giants fans are hoping for Tate or Downs from Ohio State in the first. Yeah, I think I think they're going to take a wide receiver, honestly. However, we need a lot of help on the offensive line. So I might take let's look at this. Yes, Cohen was definitely better than expected at Duval, especially after this happened. Duval. That was the least impressive press conference I've ever seen, but he's made good on it, Bobby. Listen, you could be the coolest dude on earth, and if you're losing, ain't nobody give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck if you are the coolest guy on earth. Bill Belichick was losing. Shit, Bill Belichick won 6 Super Bowls. And when he started losing, where did he go? To fuck a 24-year-old. He was like, fuck this shit. I'm out. I can't do this. I'm losing now. But when you're winning, you could be a fucking dork. You could be the biggest pool band on earth. Look at fucking what's his name in Philly. Sirianni. Guy's a fucking tool. He won a Super Bowl. Guy's a fucking literal moron. It's not even that he's a fucking tool. That he's always like, I don't hear much talk. Like, he makes some of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen a head coach make. Just letting teams back into games that have no business even having a chance and still getting lucky that his defense bails them out. All right, there's only 8 seconds left in the halftime. No, it's at half. What's the score there? What's the score in that Falcons game? It is 10-7 Falcons at half. 10-7 Falcons leading the Saints. Browns up on the Bengals 14-12. Vikings leading the Packers 13-0. Packers are sitting everybody. Jaguars absolutely destroying the Titans 31-7. And this game here is 16-10 Giants at Cowboys. The Cowboys losing would be the ultimate fuck you to the Giants, like a double insult to the Giants. Yeah. The Browns are very bad. Auto Artomato. Browns. Yeah, I mean, Brian Dable's a good OC. He would actually he could be fueled by revenge. That would be a great hire by the Eagles, honestly. And he would be extra motivated to fucking to do damage against the Giants. Extra motivated. They would be a problem for sure. Titans are an unserious team, Taco. Yeah, you are correct, Crazy Frankie. You're going to get an 8-9 division winner, and they're going to be a first-round exit. How do the playoffs? Well, we don't know what the matchups are going to be yet, so we'll know pretty sure. We know that the Packers 100% are the 7 seed, and we know that the Seattle 100% is the number 1 seed, and that's all we know. Hey, 5, how's the tank going? What's up, Deb? We are up 16-10. We are not tanking well. Zach Stopla, Mendoza will be a Raider, and Moore will be a Brown. Possibly. We'll see. Ooh, what division is more unserious? NFC South or AFC North? I'd say the NFC South. AFC North, yeah, the Ravens or the Steelers. Like, the Ravens might be able to win a playoff game. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it, but the Steelers aren't. I don't know who wins tonight between the Steelers and the Ravens. I don't know what the Giants are playing for, but it's certainly not the number 2 overall pick. I think the Steelers Deus Ex Machina their way into the division. They're at home. Aaron Rodgers has got some more magic. It's going to be better for ratings for the NFL. The Steelers win. Like, I think the Steelers win tonight. It's a very big possibility. Yeah, you got Commanders, Eagles after this. You have Chiefs, Raiders after this. Some division games, I like it, but the script writers did do well having the Ravens play the Steelers. This has been one of the more dramatic NFL seasons. I'll tell you that. This is an extra long halftime. Come on now. Y'all can't be doing this. This is agonizing. Okay. Looks like we're almost set back to return and we get this fucking game over with. This fucking season over with. What were the highlights of this Giants season? We beat the Eagles on Thursday night. That's it. Then Cam Scatterboo's ankle got blown up like a Bikini Atoll. And then Malik Neighbors tore his ACL. Then Then we started losing parts. Then Jackson Dart got a concussion. Then we had to fire Brian Dable. Then we had to fire Shane Bowen. Then we had to get rid of all these people. It's been bad. Daryl Johnson and Kevin Kugler. They should have put what's his name on the broadcast, so someone would be interesting, but it's not. Is Dak Prescott? Oh, they're sitting Dak Prescott down for the second half. He is not coming out, I don't think. So here we go. Teams are tanking. Gillum with the punt. And it looks like everyone's cleared out of the stadium. Dak Prescott will not be. It doesn't look like he's going to be playing in the second half here. And there's a flag on the play as the Cowboys are set to return. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Cooper Rush out there leading this team? Smack Prescott, more like it. That's right, Pretzel Hut. Yep, the Cowboys are giving the FU to the Giants. There was a legal block in the back on the return. Yeah, sideline report here. The Cowboys are giving up. Oh, I'm definitely watching the World Cup, buddy. Definitely watching the World Cup. I love it. It's you get to make a bunch of jokes about the other countries. Get to make a bunch of. Here it is. Joe Milton, I think, is in the game. Here. 1st and 10, New York Giants. There's a handoff up the middle, and it's swallowed up after the handoff. Yep, the Cowboys are tanking. Y'all got to sit. Y'all got to let Russ Wilson play. Wow, unbelievable bullshit here that the Cowboys are pulling. Sitting Dak Prescott in the second half. Joe Milton, former Alabama quarterback, has a rocket of an arm. One of the best arms coming out. He's actually good. I think this might be an upgrade for them as Milton takes the snap, and that's another loss. It's going to be 3rd and 15 now. Are we getting a full misery? We could be. We could be. Because, I mean, the Giants winning and the Cowboys losing is double agony. It's agony for me because the Giants blew the number 2 overall pick. And it's agony for Scooter because the Giants lost to the Cowboys. Dak Prescott over there smiling. His day is over. Yeah, if the Steelers lose, then that would be a full. This could be Russ's last game, but he hasn't indicated that he's going to retire. As Joe Milton escapes from the end zone, he's going to run up and pick up about 15, and that's going to be bring up 4th down for the Dallas Cowboys. As the punt team comes on. Hopefully the Dak Prescott is being pulled with 4,552 yards on the season. Could be the leading passer, but I think Matthew Stafford's going to pass him later this afternoon if he plays. He might not be playing though. I don't think there's any need for him to play unless there's some incentives on the line. Brian Anger set to punt it to Gunnar Olszewski on 4th down, 4th and 3 on their own 18. Anger. What a great name. Brian Anger. Brian Anger, the punt is away. And it's fielded at the 20-yard line. Booming kick there. Gunnar Olszewski is going to plant his feet. He's going to run. He's got a little bit of a lane. He's going to pick up about 20 on the return up to the 38-yard line. Yeah, Stafford might play for a quarter. I should call Fat Boy if y'all beat Dallas. Love you 5. You know what? I'll probably talk to Tree later during the Steelers game. Because that game is going to be a flying shit show. Yeah, I think Russ could make a good analyst, Jake, but he's going to be corny. He's going to be like, when I played, that's what we call an unlimited first down. He's going to be like, oh, wow, he gained more yards on that play than I have bathrooms in my house. I don't know. I think Russ can transition to definitely a second career for sure. But how many analysts do we need? We got G-Reg, Greg Olson. Well, actually, Mark Sanchez definitely opened up a slot for someone. you know. No, I usually don't do Mets games until the playoffs, if they make the playoffs. But regular season Met games, just watching those don't really float my boat. Mhm. Yeah, if Russ wasn't a corny bastard, I would also be disappointed. He's always a corny bastard. He's a corny bastard. That bastard. Saints Falcons still at half. They're in the break right there. And Bengals Browns still going. That is in the third quarter. Still haven't gotten a sack yet from Myles Garrett. Still hasn't happened. No Myles Garrett. Come on, Myles. Sack Joe Burrow. Sack attack. I think he'll get it. I think he'll get it. It kind of sucks because Joe, it's not like someone that's friends with him, like a non-division rival. I don't think the Bengals want to give up the record to a division rival. You said you saw Grok make Tree completely bald. Bald doesn't work for him. It only works for Five and Walter White and Steve Wilkos. Yeah, you're not all privileged with the baldness. Got to have a nice round. Famous bald guys. Oh, we're going to go down the roster here. Steve Austin. Johnny Sins. Who else is but Lex Luthor? Lex Luthor is a famous bald guy. Who else pulled it off? Who else can pull it off the bald look? Jackson Dart now under center. He's going to fake a handoff, rolls out to his right, avoids a sack, runs up, steps up in the pocket, slides down, gets hit late on the head, and they're going to call a flag, and the Giants are fucking up their tank. Jason Kidd, yes. Richard Jefferson, also competent as a bald. Eric Sim. Eric Sim does not have enough. Eric Sim is still holding on to those last strains of hair. Michael Jordan, fantastic bald guy. Tim Hardaway, the UTEP two-step. Most U.S. presidents. The current one is wearing a wig. Bruce Willis, fantastic bald head in Die Hard. Yeah, the whole inside the NBA cast. You're right about that. Even Shaq. Yul Brenner. LeBron. LeBron has sprayed on hair. I know what you're talking about. John Travolta, also bald. As Tyrone Tracy gets the first down handoff, he's going to pick up more than just a first down. Patrick Stewart. Mike Bibby. Yes, Henry Bibby was his father. Michael Clark Duncan. Jason Statham. What's the job? What's the job? Who's the job? Who's it for? What's the job? What's the job? How much? I'm just trying to live my life. Like every time Jason Statham is approached in a movie, he's like, working on a farm, just trying to mind his own business. He's like, we're putting together a team. Optimus Prime. I don't think he has any hair. Giants now on the Cowboys 28. They're fucking up their tank. Dart now fakes the handoff, throws the screen pass underneath. There's a flag on the play. Tracy connects with Dart. There's a gain of about 7, but there might have been a hold on this. Stone Cold Steve Autism. Could you imagine? Goldberg was also bald. Telly Savalas. Wow, you all are naming some good balds here. There was a hold on the Giants. How about bald football players, though? Fame at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is bald. Correct. How about bald YouTubers? Are there any other bald YouTubers that you know of? I don't know. 1st and 15 now, Giants. Clock is running. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Sinead O'Connor, another famous bald. Dart now from the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking left, throws to his left. That's Gunnar Olszewski. He's going to pick up a gain of 16. Giants are fucking. Oh, Anthony Fontana. That's a thick ass boy. I should start the Bald Person Hall of Fame. The Bald of Fame. Nice catch by Gunnar Olszewski. The Giants are going to win this game. Giants are going to win this game. There's a handoff, and that's Singletary out to the right side. A modest gain of about 3. No, that was Tracy. Kojak. AKA Scarlett. She has hair. Come on now. Stop with that. Zach Stopla. He's the clubhouse leader in super chats today. He says, and then there's Terry Bradshaw, who's 1 foot in and out, but he can pull it off. Yeah, Terry Bradshaw is barely makes sense now on the broadcast. He's like, I thought I was talking to him, but instead it was my horse guy. Terry Bradshaw has gotten wild, and he also stands uncomfortably close to Strahan a lot. And Strahan's always like, what the fuck is Bradshaw about to say? Bill Cowher. Cowher's not bald. Cowher's not bald. Giants, yes. All of a sudden, the Giants start playing like a playoff team here in a meaningless game in fucking January. Here we go. 3rd and 6. Dart takes a shotgun pass from the empty backfield, throws up the middle. He's got a wide open Tyrone Tracy. The Giants score a touchdown. Fucking A, dude. Mark Rabinowitz. Oh, that's a cool logo, Mark. I know a bald YouTuber. Coach Frenchie from Hockey Nation Live Show. He follows the Montreal Canadian. Shout out to Coach Frenchie. Damn. Billy Corgan. Yeah. In spite of all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. And there's some extracurricular after that touchdown. A little frustration coming out. Oh, a little face mask getting grabbed. More flags coming in as someone loses a helmet. Another flag comes out. Another flag. Lots of flag. As it'll be a while until this extra point comes out as Van Roten is in there talking shit. All right. We got some more action going on here, some extracurricular. Now the refs are trying to sort it out. What's going on? We got a fight here in New York. A little extracurricular activity. A little extra credit. A little beyond the whistle. A little putting in overtime. A little shoving match. Tom Morello is also bald. Tom Morello went to Harvard, I want to say. Kurt Angle, yes, one of the most famous memes in all of history, Kurt Angle. Kevin Garnett also is bald. Yes. Name some Asian bald peoples. Name some Asian. LeBron is still holding, he's got hair sprayed onto the top of his head. Dana White is a bald dude. Charles Barkley. Joe Coy is bald. Yes, a little giving him the business. It's pretty tough when you got a guy there coming down your face. Y'all have heard that, right? The NFL getting frisky moments. Yeah, Patrick Stewart was the OG bald. Who was the OG bald? Julius Caesar. That's the OG bald. Look at this. Look at that. Okay, so they called a bunch of penalties on the fucking Cowboys. A helmet gets ripped off. There was a face mask. A little bit of words. Some more words. Oh, the Giants are going to go for 2 now instead because they get it from the 1. Let's see what they do here. I think the Giants are going to win this fucking game and fuck up the number 2 overall pick. I think a player just got ejected. He's like, let me go ahead to the offseason. Number 41 on Dallas has been ejected. That's Donovan Ezraku. He's headed home. And the Giants are looking to add 2 here. Let's see what happens. The 2-point conversion from the 1-yard line. Dart runs out to the pattern. And it's a direct snap. It's going to be a fake handoff to Dart. Tracy looking to throw, and he's got a wide open fucking Darius Slayton. Are you fucking kidding me? Tyrone Tracy throw on a trick play. Tyrone Tracy throws a 2-point conversion to Darius Slayton. Or is that Devin Singletary? Either way, Giants are fucking up their tank. Unbelievable. The Giants are ending the year. They had the number 1 overall pick, and they're ending it with the 2-game winning streak. Unbelievable. Now they're gonna this. I mean, it just makes sense for the Cowboys to fucking lose this game. They improved their draft pick. They fucked the Giants. Like, why would you play Dart in this game? They should have played. This is disappointing. You know, if they lose, they drop down to like they can't do better than 7, I think. Like they can't like after that, it just completely fucks up. And you know that the fucking Raiders are gonna lose. Apparently, Myles Garrett almost had a sack, but he hasn't gotten there. This is ridiculous. Yeah, some of these guys, I don't think so. If you have to play for your job on the last game of the season, you don't have that job. Giants are fucking up their pick. See, I mean, that's the thing is like the worse you go down in draft order, the harder it gets for Joe Shane to effectively get a job. Ooh. What was the worst job I had before I became a YouTuber? Ooh, I was in sales. I had a really tough sale. I was selling billing services to medical practices. That was a really tough sale. I got a couple to come on board, but yeah, that was tough. It was just a very dreadful job. Especially when you're not hitting your goals. I was a contractor for a while. My boss was a pothead and we were just getting high like the whole time and we would do like shitty work. And I'd be like, dude, I don't want to get high. And he'd be like, let's get high. And then we made a deal because we did such bad work when we were high that we made a deal that we couldn't smoke until after the job was done. And then it got better. Like we'd be like, all right, let's not fuck up. And then we got better at our jobs after that. Burger King was a pretty bad job. That was my first job ever. That kind of sucked. I don't know. I think a job, as long as you treat it, you know, that it's an honest way to make money, job's a job. But yeah, standing in front of a broiler for 4 hours when you're 16, 17, pretty ass. For $50, I remember my checks being like $56. That was pretty awful. It was bad. How did our contract? Yeah, he was a good contractor. He would do good work. He knew what he was doing. He just all right. Cowboys have the ball. Joe Milton dropping back, and he's gonna unleash a big throw and at no one. Overthrows Kayvonte Turpin by about a mile. Joe Milton has a big arm. He just doesn't have much accuracy. Don't let 5 fool you. You could buy a house for $50 back in. No, $50 wasn't shit. I mean, you could get an extra value meal for $3.25. How much is an extra value meal now? Like $12, something like that. Yeah, it's terrible. Joe Milton throws off of his back leg. He's going to find Jake Ferguson for a gain of about 6. Cowboys trailing by 2 touchdowns with 9:27 left in the third quarter. Mhm. Yep. In Reagan's economy. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, not much changes. The value of yes, we are gonna win. Scooter, what are you doing? Scooter, I thought you were streaming too. Why is your team laying down and quitting on the last day of the season when I needed y'all to have a respectful 8-1 season? I can't even lose right. You guys can't even win right. I don't know what's going on, but Joe Milton's in the game. Y'all are sitting Dak. Joe Milton throws it up the middle. He's going to have a catch right there. And that's Flournoy. Did I say that right? But there's a flag on the play. I think it's on the defense. You don't want to win. Of course, you should win. You should win for pride. You should win because you're a franchise that cares. As Deontay Banks gets called for pushing, illegal touching, like your uncle did. But it's a first down. I think the Cowboys might make this game interesting. Game's far from over. Florida picks up about 30 on the play. Joe Milton is a stud. I get it. I get that sitting down. Yeah. All right. I'll see you after the win. Okay. There's a pitch out to the left. The Cowboys cannot run the ball. This is also, yes, I agree. Embarrassing for Dallas. Embarrassing. Crazy Frankie, field goal Falcons 13-7. Mm-hmm. I've been waiting to do the dance on Scooter this whole time, but this is not a meaningful win. This is terrible. This is like a loss. Could y'all, Scoots, could you promote Matt Eberflus to head coach? Come on, he's doing a great job. Milton looking, throws to his left, throws to nobody. Oh my gosh, am I watching Josh Johnson? Am I watching Josh Freeman come in the game? That was terrible. Terrible throw by Milton, who gets hit as he throws, gets dropped. Abdul Carter was screaming in there, and that was a legal hit. Yeah, Carter's been good. Carter's going to be a stud in this league. All right, 3rd and 13. Cowboys are in Giant territory. Seems like 4-down territory. He's going to throw it to Flournoy again, and he's going to pick up about 8, maybe 7. Cowboys should go for it here. Got nothing to lose. Got nothing to lose. No, sir. Why are the Giants winning is what I want to know. Falcons up 13-7. Oh, they're going to bring out Aubrey for a long field goal. How far is this field goal? They're letting Aubrey take a, what is this? A 60-yarder? Almost 58-yarder? 57-yard attempt from Brandon Aubrey. Snap is down. Hold is down. Kick is up. And he missed it. No good, Brandon Aubrey. You fucking tanking ass bitches. Uh-huh. Come on, Jackson Dart. You got to throw an interception. Aubrey just completely shanked that. Missed it by a mile. Yeah, this is the definition of a pure victory. Yeah, what happened to Aubrey? He used to be automatic. He used to be Aubrey-matic. Now he's just crap. Giants finding a way to fucking piss me off. Yep. Giants finding a way to lose by winning. No, the Giants dropped to like 7. Let me see. Tankathon. Uh, Tankathon in the NFL. If the Giants win, They go to they go to like 7th, 7 or 8. Yeah. And that pushes everybody up. That makes the Jets the number 2. And then the Tennessee number 3. Arizona passes them. Cleveland passes them. Washington passes them. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Scooter's literally about to cry. Like the Giants really are fucking themselves. They are fucking themselves. Why are you fucking? We are fucking ourselves. We are not good. Looks like the Colts have taken the lead on the Texans. Could you imagine the Giants just fucking themselves? That's what they're doing. Wow, the Vikings are just crushing the Packers 13-0. Browns and Bengals still finally not even in the fourth quarter there, just starting the fourth quarter. And Saints Falcons still kind of slogging along there. Falcons are expectedly winning, and that would put the Panthers in the playoffs. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. Brandon Simmons. I slammed my penis in the car door. Let's hit it. This is the Giants right now.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
Yeah, Tyrone Tracy picks up about 12 or 9 on first down. Yeah, we're about to belt to ass these dudes. You got any more shed stories? They might take a wide receiver. Tyrone Tracy again on second down, picks up a first down, game about 8. Giants are fucking up. 6:14 left in the third quarter. Giants are trying to lose this game by winning. First down, Dart looking, he's going to run for it, almost coughs it up, almost coughs the ball up, and he recovers it. It'll be second down, loss of 1 on the play. How about them Cowboys? The one time the Giants go belt to ass is, oh, wow, Dart did fumble the shit out of that ball. And it almost fell out, but he sucked it back up at the last second, just like your mom. Yeah, Giants should trade for Phillip Rivers mid-game. Is Phillip Rivers playing in that game? Nah, Riley Leonard is playing, not Phillip Rivers, so he's done. They finally got Riley Leonard back. And now there is a fumble, and that's going to be Cowboys ball as the Giants is tanking hard. Sorry, I missed that. I was looking up. Yeah, Phillip Rivers is retiring, but he got 5 years of health insurance. Now the Cowboys take over. Giants trying to tank. They called it in. Jackson Dart, fumble. And yeah, Tracy caught it, but got stripped as he was right. Yeah, he just. Where does it come out? Oh, yeah, that's a fumble. That's a fumble, Tyrone Tracy. This is such a fuck-ass game. Remember, the Cowboys are only down by 2 scores. Here we go. This is Giant football. Jaguars take a 34-7 lead. Grandpa needs money to take care of them grandkids. You're talking about Phillip Rivers. Giants are fined for tanking. Should be fined for tanking. Unbelievable here. And now we get a long timeout because of the turnover. The 2 minutes of commercials, then 1 play, and then 2 minutes, that has to stop. It's annoying, isn't it? Oh, well, this is the season. We almost got 200 people here watching and enjoying this Tank Scooter streaming on his stream. River's the youngest grandpa ever. No, there's some grandpas that are like 30. You know, it's mathematically possible. You know, youngest grandpa ever. There's got to be some shit like that in the Guinness Book of World Records. You know, some 26-year-old grandpa, which is just wrong in so many levels. Is it you? Says, are you not entertained? Are you not into trains? Imagine the Giants trading down after being in the seventh. We can still lose this game. We can still lose this game, buddy. We can do it. We can fucking do it. We're on our way. We already just fumbled. You know? We're trying our best to fuck up. We're trying our best. We're really doing it, Red Band. Saints are on 1st and goal. Uh-oh, they could take the lead over the Falcons. Saints, yeah, what is going on is we're trying to fuck up our tank. Grade 8. 1st and goal, Saints. 3:32 left. Jadeveon Clowney had a tackle for a loss. Joe Milton back taking over. Here we go on their own 30. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, hands off. That's a gain of about 8 for that bad Mafa right there. Number 37 picks up about 7-8 on the plate. I'll set it up 2nd and short. Aints versus the Lolcons. Grade 8 says, "Come on, Giants, you're worse than this." I don't think we can get much worse than this. Intern Caleb looked it up. Youngest grandma ever. She was 23 as a grandma. What kind of wrongness is that? As there's Mafa again, he picks up a 1st down, and he's about at the Cowboy 45, about to cross midfield. Giants can really help themselves by giving up a touchdown here. Saints again on 3rd and goal. 13-7 is the score. A handoff up the middle. He's going to be stopped short. The Falcons trying to have a goal line stand is going to bring up 4th and goal, and I think the Saints will go for it. How's their Guinness record for just being the most irresponsible family on earth for being a 23-year-old grandma? As there's a handoff to Mafa on 1st down, he picks up to 3. Guinness Book of World Records, most illegal family on earth, with a grandmother at the age of 23. Like, that should not be notated. What kind of shit is that? Where the age of consent in this country is 7 and up. All right, Tyler Shupp on 4th down. He's going to avoid the sack and find a wide open Austin Jr., but I think there was a pick on the play. Here you go, 2nd and 7. Joe Milton takes a shotgun snap, drops back to pass, throws a screen pass over to Mafa, and it's initially caught for a tackle and a gain of about 1 on the play. That'll set up 3rd and long. They live in Romania. Oh, Rafika had her first kid at 12. Okay. Unless the dad is also 12, you got problems. Okay. And the great grandma at age 49. That's at least respectable. Romania is fucked up. There's a town called Klit in Romania. I'm not sure if anyone can find that place. Milton up the middle. He's going to throw it on 3rd down. He's going to be short. This is bringing up 4 down territory. Look it up. There's a town called Klit in Romania. Yep, it's 4th and 1 now. Cowboys trying to give the ball back to the Giants here. Oh, there's a Klit in Austria too? How'd you find that? As the Saints end up settling for the field goal, it's now 13-10 in Atlanta. 8662 says he lives an hour from intercourse. 4th down and 1. Cowboys with the ball. Milton Motion's over. Fakes the handoff. He's going to run it outside. He's going to get it. He gets a block. He gets more than just the first down. He's going to run down to the 30. He loses his mouthpiece. He's down to the 25 and gets shooken up a little bit. It looks like he either lost his mouthpiece or some part of his helmet as he was coming across the line. Milton is a big boy. He's like 6'4", 6'5". Who did he hit? A lot of hand slapping right there. He was on, I want to say Dane Belton with the tackle. Oh, yeah, some part of his fucking helmet came off. Where is it? I can't see. Oh, yeah. Part of his helmet right there came off after. It was like a clip off of his helmet. Wow, that's impressive right there. As the Cowboys pick up the fourth down conversion, a screenplay out to the left. Mafa picks it up. He's going to gain of about 7, and he gets face mask and picks up the first down. Ball comes out at the end, and it's picked up by the Giants. That might be a turnover on. Yep. Wow. Pickup recovery by Compton, and the Giants are fucking up their tank. Hopefully he was down. I cannot believe they didn't call the face mask on this play, as Mafa got face masked as he was coming down. But let's see here the replay whether he was down or not. But the Giants are fucking up their tank as the Cowboys were getting ready to score. Oh, no, it wasn't a face mask. And, the knee was down. This is not a turnover. That ball was down. Giants, they will be not taking over here. What did y'all say? Go watch the turnover for the Vikings. What just happened? Is that on Twitter? Yep. And it's a booth review. They're coming back. Yeah, that was a face mask and the knee was down. What's this turnover you're talking about? Yeah, this football is so sloppy. 59 seconds left. Yeah. Blazer Tracer 1. You can't even tank right. Hopefully the Raiders beat the Chiefs so we can get the 8th overall. Go Saints and Bengals. Go Texans or Jags, Bears. Yeah, we could drop down to 8th if we don't fucking lose this game. We have to lose this game. There's just no, you go from 2nd to 8th if you fuck up. It is 1st and 10 down by the Giants on the Giant 14. Milton under center now. 48 seconds left in the third quarter. That's a handoff, and it is gobbled up like your mom on a fat cock for a loss of 3. That'll take us close to the fourth quarter. I'm going to put it down as fourth quarter. There we go. We're almost there. Unless the Cowboys score. Unless the Cowboys score, it's going to be a whore. Lol cow of the week, Alabama or the Giants? The Giants if they lose. Milton avoids pressure, throws it up, single coverage. There's a flag on the play, and that's going to be pass interference in the end zone. It'll bring up 1st and goal on Mingo. Flag was called on Dane Belton. Pass interference. Defense, number 36, Dane Belton. The Cowboys. That was Peyton. Jared Peyton. Ohio State was a pretty big lol cow, too. Oh, yeah, he grabbed him. He not only grabbed him, he grabbed that ass. He grabbed a chunk of his thigh as he tried to go by. He grabbed a chunk of that shit. Look at the stands here in MetLife. And Mingo was his name. Imagine you came to this game and you are stupid and you are sitting way up in the upper deck right there, and you're just like, this is football how it should have been. As Milton runs the outside, I think he might have gotten in for the touchdown. No, he got pushed out of bounds at the 1, and that will take us down to the fourth quarter. Finally, this awful season of Giant football is coming to an end. Thank you all for a wonderful season. There's still NFL football to be played. We're going to be watching the playoffs. Well, Tree and I will probably stream the Sunday championship Sunday to find out who goes to the Super Bowl. We'll probably also be streaming the Super Bowl. But yeah, thank you all for a wonderful season. I love you. You've been the reason I've gotten up in the morning because it's pretty hard with this team to get out of bed. As the Falcons trying to assert their dominance with another first down, Drake London with the catch. Dumpster fire. Yeah, we might triple cast these. You know, my channel, Tree's channel, dumpster fire, all the things. You know, Clayton Tune is not meant for the streets. JPH8844. I love that the Giants aren't tanking. Fuck the Cowboys. Fly, Eagles, fly. Oh, man. Eagles fan. Yes, we will be doing Media Day as well. That is during the halftime or during the week from Championship Sunday to Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, we got a fitty. We got a fitty. Where's my football? Football's in the... We got a fitty for the gritty. You gotta hit that clean gritty. All right, fitty for the gritty. JNP08, you're going to get this win over the Cowgirls and you're going to love it. I will not love it. I will not love it. I am so disappointed in this team right now. Cowboys are about to score a touchdown, though. Yeah, Cowboys' first loss to the Giants since 2021, but it's still not too late. It's not too late to fuck this up. We will do it. We will find a way. We will find a way for the most unseasoned gritty in the history of the NFL. Here's Milton on first and goal. Hands it off. Mafa in for the touchdown. Cowboys cut the lead in half. It is now 20-17. Things are getting interesting in New York. Name a more dynamic duo, the Giants and blowing a fourth quarter lead. A more extracurricular down here. A lot of fighting going on down there. A lot of fighting. You know what I remember? I remember when the Giants used to play relevant football. They used to be a good team, and they used to have dignity and honor and respect. M. Soto says, hey, I just found you 2 days ago. Love the live stream. Great sense of humor and mom jokes. Thank you. Thank you from me. And I also thank your mom. I appreciate it. Mom is the MVP of this stream, everybody. Hey, what was your favorite bowl game? All right, listen. What's the best bowl game out there? Is it the Cheez-Its Bowl with Sir Chedward? Is it the Pop-Tarts Bowl where they sacrifice a live Pop-Tart and is eaten in front of everyone? Or is it the Duke's Mayo Bowl? Because those are all high quality bowls right there. I don't know, man. Listen, I know a lot of you are going to say that the Pop-Tarts Bowl is lit. And I'm not disagreeing with the Pop-Tarts Bowl as being the fucking spectacle that it is, right? But y'all have got to give some credit to the Cheez-Its Bowl, right? The Cheez-Its Bowl had a fucking dragon made out of fucking Cheez-Its. Okay. They had Sir Chedward come out. Okay. And then the Mayo Bowl, to me, they drop mayo on the coach. They give this motherfucker a bath in mayonnaise. After the game, that's your reward for winning the game, is getting dunked in mayonnaise. Like, I'm just sorry. Yeah, Illy D. Williams is saying, I didn't see a Pop-Tart officiate a halftime wedding. That's what I'm saying. I get it. Listen, I'm gonna give it to the Pop-Tart Bowl. I am going to give it, but man, Cheez-Its made a run for it. And the Duke's Mayo Bowl. The Duke's Mayo Bowl is right there. The only thing that could be better is if if Fleshlight gets a bowl or something. You know, if there's some type of butt plug themed bowl where they're just like, all right, listen, we've just given up on these bowl games. We're gonna sell the sponsorship to anyone. We're gonna give it to anal beads and butt plugs, and then we're just gonna have like a huge butt plug mascot come out of the tunnel. The Jack Links Bowl. I'm just saying, like, in terms of the top 3 alternative bowls, it's the Cheez-Its Bowl, Pop-Tarts Bowl, and Mayo Bowl. Not even close. Not even close in terms of what bowls are the worst, are the most notable. Like, yeah, there's some that are named like stupid, like the Intuit, like the Tax Slayer Bowl, but none of them have the both the comment, the not only the product name and the awfulness, you know, like the mascots doing shit. Mm-hmm. Like there's some crazy shit going on in these bowls. But I'm just saying, Pop-Tarts Bowl, the Viagra Bowl. The OnlyFans, dude, OnlyFans makes more money than fucking Cheez-Its. Mm-hmm. The Pornhub Bowl, brought to you by Barstool and Hooters, not available in 36 states. I mean, someday DraftKings is going to be able to sponsor a bowl, and that should be illegal. Like, it's crazy. DraftKings would love the DraftKings Bowl, where you can just bet on anything. You can bet on how, like, they'll just have the players making bets during the game. The 4chan Bowl would be awful. Do not do that. The avocado, that is actually a real bowl. That's actually a real bowl. Don't front. Now we have the Tank Bowl. All right, the Falcons are threatening here. They're down deep. Giants with the ball now. They're only up 7 here in the fourth quarter. 4:51 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson Dart hands it off to Tyrone Tracy. He's got about 5 up the middle. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up. The X video. Y'all are trying to get me demonetized. The XNXX Bowl. The Hentai Bowl. Dude, there's going to be a bowl for everything. Mm-hmm. Yes, the Xbox Bowl was pretty dope. But, like, still, none of them have the variety of weirdness that the Pop-Tarts Bowl has. As Jackson Dart tries to find Tyrone Tracy, and a late flag comes in from the sidelines, as that's going to be pass interference. Snoop did the Weed Bowl. Mm-hmm. Snoop Dogg had a bowl, and they should have just smoked weed. They should have the Cannabis Bowl, where you're just smoking weed, and the end zone is just actual weed flower. Like, it looks like remember, it looks like a poster in some college dorm room. Mm-hmm. Pass interference. Oh, did they not call him? Did they not call pass interference? Myles Garrett has broken the sack record. The Angela White Bowl. I would tune into that. It's just Angela at halftime getting fucking slayed by like 5 dudes. You know, it's just a gangbang at halftime. Just a bunch of large dick mascots just walking around. And then at the end, they just shoot jizz all over. Like, instead of the coach getting drowned in Duke's Mayo, you know what's going to happen in the Angela White Bowl. Mm-hmm. Just a big bucket of Cetaphil. 3rd and 4, and there's a flag, false start on the New York Giants. Damn it. You know what I haven't done in 3 months? I haven't smoked weed, and I'm pretty proud of it. 3 months sober on the weed. I'm describing a Guar concert. I'm not demonetized. The Diddy Bowl. It's just baby oil. Mm-hmm. All right, the Bukaki Bowl. 3rd and 9 now. Giants on their own 30 with a 7-point lead, and they're waving the towel down there at the bottom of the left of the screen. Dart dropping back, throws it off his back foot. It's got single coverage. Darius Slayton catches it. There's a flag on the play. He pushed off, and it's going to be a touchdown, New York Giants, but I think Darius Slayton either pushed off or it was, yep, they're going to call Slayton for the push again. Yes, sir. Let's go, Darius. That is it. That is it. Pass interference. Offense, number 18, the biggest fucking push-off bitch in the league. Darius Slayton in his last game as a New York Giant gets another touchdown taken away from him on offensive pass interference. If you have a reputation for doing it, hey, Darius Slayton is the best tanker I've ever seen. Look, watch him right here. He shut. Oh, that was not offensive pass interference. That was not offensive pass interference. Okay, I'm being hard on Slayton. That was bullshit. That was bullshit. Maybe at the beginning, but there was mutual contact. Mutual hand-to-hand combat there. And they're taking the touchdown off the board. The Bronx cheers are in the building, and the Giants are fucking up their tank. 3rd and 19. Now Giants on their own 18. They were on the 30. Now they're on the 18. Dart from the shotgun. He's looking. He's going to get blitzed. He gets hit as he throws. He throws it up the middle, and it falls short. And now they call pass interference late as that ball was uncatchable. However, the hit came late on Hodgins. Wow. The Giants draw a pass interference the other way now. And it unbelievable. Carson, you didn't need to do that, bro. Jesus. I'm really starting to hate the fucking Cowboys. Like, okay, ball's in the air here. Ball falls short. Yeah, he didn't. No way Hodgkins was able to turn around and catch that ball. So he didn't need to touch him. Like, oh, man. Did not need to do it. Yeah, Giants are booing. Giants convert a first down, and it's Tracy here at the 50. And he gets caught for a loss of about a 0 gain right there. Fans are booing because they should. They're just delaying the inevitable. Now, if the Giants turn it over or end up punting, and I think if Dallas scores, they'll go for 2. Like, you don't want this game to go to overtime if you're either side. Like, you will let that happen. Vikings are actually destroying the Packers as Gunnar Olszewski picks up about 8. It'll be 3rd and 1. No, he picks about 6. It'll be 3rd and 3. Do you think the Giants will throw Pepsi cans on the field? It's getting that way. It's getting that way. Giants are fucking up their tank. Jaguars are destroying the Titans. 41-7. Falcons are up 16-10 on the Saints. That game might be over. Panthers are going to the playoffs, folks. Dart now on 3rd and 3. Shotgun. He's going to throw it underneath. That is complete to Darius Slayton, who does not drop the ball, and that's a first down, New York Giants. NFL in Venezuela. It's now a utopia. We solved all their problems. Giants keeping the ball and the clock moving. Up 24-17. They should have gotten off the field, but the Cowboys are out tanking the Giants. Here we go. 1st and 10 on the 38. Dart hands it off inside to Tracy. Tracy, a gain of about 2 on the play. We'll set up 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 on the last game of the season. Browns leading the Bengals 17-12. Colts up 27-26 on the Texans. Texans might be blowing their opportunity to win the division. Texans fucking up, but I think they ultimately win that game. We'll see. We'll see. Dart now, 2nd and 8. Clock is running. 11:33 left in the fourth quarter. Motions Oshevsky across the pattern. He's going to give it to Tracy. Tracy's at the 20. The 15 down at the 12-yard line. A gain of about 17 on the run play right up the middle. Giants, again, fucking up their tank. And yeah, this is the end of Highmark Stadium, everyone. Last season for Highmark, it will be torn down and become a parking lot for the new Bill Stadium, which is going to be amazing and expensive at the same time. Here we go. 1st and 10 on the Cowboy 14. Dart in the pistol formation. He's going to hand it off to Tracy again. This time he's bottled up at the line of scrimmage, brought down for a loss, or maybe no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. The 5 Points Bowl, sponsored by your mother. The Jags are going to win the division either way. So they're just giving up now in Texans, in Houston. They're just giving up. Congrats to Myles Garrett, by the way. He has the sack record. He took it from Michael Strahan. He did it. Jackson Dart fakes it. Gunnar Olszewski throws it, and he throws it short of the tight end. Gunnar Olszewski could not get it to Manhertz on the razzle dazzle, the little trick play that was underthrown, but he had him wide open. His eyes just got too big. His eyes just got too big. Gunnar Olszewski tried to throw off the back foot. He's not in high school. He couldn't grip it very well. He just kind of short-armed it. Couldn't get the throw there. Yeah. The Bills Stadium is going to be amazing. Yeah, they're going to have a heated field. Here we go. 3rd and 9. Giants now. It's a handoff to Tracy. He tries to cut in. He's going to pick up about 1. I hope they go for it here. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it on 4th down. Put this game away. Don't fucking take the points. Don't fucking take the points. Grossi apparently is losing his mind because the Packers are losing the game. They are coming into the playoffs limping. At least they have a playoff team. Yeah, that's jacked up about the new Bills team. Here's Ben Sauls. Better Call Saul's kick is up, and it is good. Giants now up 10 points. Let's see if they can blow this lead before the end of the game. 27-17 is the mark. I think the Cowboys make it interesting. 10 minutes left on this fucking awful season. 10 minutes left on this fucking awful season. Fucking shit, man. Fucking tank bowl. Jesus Christ. 9:23 left. Saints still losing to the Falcons. That game, I think the Falcons hold on and win that. And yeah, Packers are limping into this game. All right. Cowboys might have 2 more possessions left in this game as there's a return. Kayvontae Turpin goes through and he gets swallowed up by about 4 Giants, just like your mom swallowing cock. Oh, got him. Got him. Got him with the mom jokes. You swallow that load, that Duke's Mayo load. Get it in there. The Pop-Tarts Bowl actually was outviewed the NBA Finals. More people watched a Pop-Tart fucking and there's an interception. Joe Milton throws the pick, and it's Bobby Okereke, his second consecutive week intercepting a ball. One of the worst linebackers in coverage, and the Giants are going to win this game. You fucking tanking ass bitches. Scooter, get in here. Unbelievable. Joe Milton throws a pick, and it wasn't even close. Got completely fooled. It was just thrown right at Bobby Okereke's fucking stomach. Like even Bobby Okereke couldn't drop that shit. Is Milton wearing a grill while playing too? Quite interesting. Giants have fucked their tank up, and watch now they're going to put it in the end zone right here. One play in the end zone. Play action. Go for the home run ball. Nope. They're going to hand it off to Tracy. Tracy's going to try to bounce it outside. He is. He's going to pick up about 12 and pushed out of bounds after a gain of 13. Giants first down. Yep, looks like the Giants fucked up their tank for the second straight week. This is fucking unbelievable. All right, Dart with the fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his right. He gets sacked for a loss of 5. Jesus Christ. Dak's out of the game, buddy. Yep, Joe Milton threw that fucking. If Dak was in the game, that would not have been an interception. But because the Cowboys are tanking, I think they should take Jackson Dart out and put Russell Wilson in. That's what I think. Finna yeet on them titties. Oh, finna yeet on them thotties. My bad. Yeah, we do need a trash can to kick. 2nd and 14 from the shotgun formation. Dart takes a snap, hands it off to Singletary. Singletary is going to run. He knocks over a defender. He's going to pick up about 6. It'll be 3rd and long coming up. Can't even tank right. Can't even tank right. Cannot even do the job. Can't even win the number 2 overall pick. Can this game just be over? 7 minutes left in the game. Thank God. Dart. There's motion. They're going to call it on who? On the line. Offsides. Defense. Cowboys are fucking tanking. The Cowboys are tanking ass bitches. Offside. Defense. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. The Bungles just scored a touchdown. They're up on the Browns. They're fucking up their draft pick. Browns. If the Browns win, that helps the Giants. Oh, Jadeveon Clowney has 3 sacks here. All right, 27-17. That's now 3rd and 1 for the Giants. They're under center. They motion the fullback out to the tight end position. Dart. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to fake it. He's going to roll it out. He's got a wide open Tyrone Tracy who picks up the first down and more. It'll be 1st and goal here for the next sequence, and the Giants are going to score a touchdown and ruin this game. And then the next possession, the Cowboys aren't even going to try. They'll probably 3 and out, maybe 4 and out, just to turn it over deep into the Giants territory. And yeah, Giants are fucking up their tank big time. Pathetic. Here we go. 1st and goal. 6 minutes left in the game. Rapidly moving down. Dart looks, throws, single coverage, and overthrows Darius Slayton by a mile. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Hey, Dart got 2,000 passing yards. You know, if he would have been there all year, he might have got 3,000. Mm-hmm. New York's tank broke down at the finish line. You got it. Mm-hmm. Let's play it in 1 second after this. We're going to do it. Hold on. Here's a preview of what. There's a handoff inside to Devin Singletary. He's going to keep fighting for yards, and it's a touchdown, New York Giants. Touchdown, Giants. Scooter, get in here. Scooter. What is the Cowboys doing?
Ass.
Unbelievable what the Giants have done to their tank. We had a chance of securing the number 2 overall pick. Instead, now's the time when they decide to win. Now's the time. They're like, yeah, this is now we want to win. Now we want to win. At least it's at the Cowboys' expense. You know, if we're going to beat somebody, it should be the Cowboys. Old man games. Thanks, Five, for another year of entertaining streams. You're welcome. Thank you. What a season, huh? What a season of watching the Giants fuck up. This is not a playoff team, boys. This ain't Texas. This is a shit-ass Giants team. They fucking suck. Oh, here. I meant to play this.
What the fuck?
That was Tree's version of it. This was.
We keeping the boat right now, we ass. What the fuck? What the
There we go. The Giants have completely fucked their tank up. Scooter. Let's see if I can get Scooter on the line here. Hold on.
Your call has been.
No, straight to voicemail. Come on, Scooter.
Your call has
Ah. Scooter's got his phone off. He doesn't want to be interrupted. Oh, well, what a pathetic effort by the New York Giants by winning. He don't want to talk about winning the tank. Yeah, Scooter does not want to talk about it. Straight to voicemail. 6 minutes left, Dougie Fresh. And the Giants have officially fucked their tank up. 5:47 left in the game. I might pop in on Tree. I might call him. But nah, Scooter's working. I love Scooter. You guys give Scooter a lot of shit. There he is. See, Scooter, I tried to call you. Scooter, call me. Scooter, we need to discuss this matter. Your team, pathetic. We haven't beat y'all since 2021. And you're letting us win when we're not supposed to? This is what Scooter will be doing on that phone call, though.
You are coping.
Here he is. I'm going to put you on speaker. Scooter,
Yo,
are you still streaming?
I am still streaming.
Why am I disappointed in y'all? Like this is not.
Y'all are the dumbest franchise. What are y'all doing? Y'all had one job, bro. One job. Y'all are going to drop to potentially the 7th overall pick.
Yeah, we went from number 2. We started the day at number 2, and all we had to do was lay down. Like we just had to. We could. And what was with sitting Dak at halftime? You put in Joe Milton. He fumbles and throws a pick.
We need to evaluate our talent sometimes. You just got to see what you got sometimes.
How many slots did you go up by winning by quote unquote winning this game?
If we lost today, we could get as high as the 11th pick.
Oh my God. There ought to be a law against this is so bad as Milton just completely misses right there. Milton, I don't know about this. I don't know about the film you're getting on him. It has not been impressive.
The thing is, we can use one of our higher draft picks now on a quarterback if need be.
Are you ready to move on from Dak, Dakota? What is this? What is this talk?
No, you always have to be evaluating quarterback. Come up with 6th round pick. Now listen, if we would have had potentially the 18th overall pick. So that's a difference of 7 picks that we could have just saved ourselves. And I looked before the game. The difference is from 12 to 18, it's worth a 2nd round pick. We just saved ourselves a 2nd round pick by literally losing this game.
I'm still going to do the dance on you, man. It's been since 2021. Like, come on now. Losing to the Giants is still pretty pathetic. I don't care if you gain 7 spaces. Like, that's bad. You cannot lose to a garbage team like the Giants. Come on now. That's bad. But listen, I'm not happy.
I am happy. And you know what? Next week, Eagles fans are going to be right next to us, and all will be right with the universe.
I hope so. All right. Well, I'll see you on Thursday. And your team is pathetic for losing this game technically. And I'm very disappointed in you for this effort. And it's trolling at the highest level, and I appreciate it.
Go Cowboys.
I love you, Scooter. Bye.
I love you as well. Goodbye.
All right. Bye. Scooter with the copium there, talking about 8 additional draft picks.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard, coping and seething.
The Giants can't even win when they win. They can't even win when they win. They can only lose. Here we go. 4:20 left in the season. Clock is running. Handoff to Tracy. And he's going to pick up about 5. It'll be 2nd and 10. Daniel Barrio says, happy Sunday. Hey, everyone. Tyrone Tracy, first 100-yard rusher for the Giants in last 23 games. Snaps, longest active streak in the NFL. Are the Jets going to get an interception? That's the crazy question. Are the Jets going to get an interception today at 4:25? They will be the first team in a 17-game schedule, or actually in the NFL history, to not log an entire interception. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this malarkey. of an NFL season. Atlanta scores a field goal. They're up 19-10. The Saints are. If I'm a Buccaneers fan, I'm like, fuck the Saints. I'm gonna set up a bounty fund next year when we play the Saints. If I'm a Tampa Bay Bucks fan. Tampa Bay Bucks. Carolina backs into the playoffs like a giant dump truck, knocking shit over as Jackson Dart throws out to Gunnar Olszewski. He's going to pick up the first down. Move those chains. And this game is over, basically. This game's over. Giants will not, the Cowboys will not use any timeout. The Giants will just continue to run the ball. It doesn't really matter. I mean, they're up 17 points. Blazer Tracer for 5 says Tree is going to laugh at you longer than he did when the Giants drafted Tony. Please laugh at Tree when the Steelers play down and lose. LOL. I have to laugh or I'm going to cry. Like you don't understand how bad this is. Holding on the offense. Steph, the phobia slaver. Part of me isn't concerned about my draft pick anyways. We have Dart, Scat, Neighbors, and Carter. I want to see progress, and I'm tired of cheering for losing. I'm just enjoying clowning on Dallas. Yeah, I know, but we had it. We had it right there. If we get fucked on draft night, if we don't get the guy that we want, if we don't get the tackle or the receiver that we want. Remember, we traded up into the first round last year. We have less draft capital. We needed more draft capital. As there's a pitch out to Singletary is going to be brought down on 1st and 20. That's going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. Tony Nicolade, hoping you have a bounce back like the Bears did. Yeah, the Bears. There's so many examples of teams that were ass last year that are now in the playoffs. Look at Seattle. They go. They're in the first round. You know, they're the number 1 seed. Jacksonville missed the playoffs. They're incredibly good this year. The Niners were out of the playoffs last year. The Chiefs were 15-2 last year. They're garbage this year. You never know what's going to happen. But this team is bad. This Giant team needs a lot of work. So we'll see. Hopefully we've been waiting to be the turnaround story of the league for years now. And it just hasn't happened. So we're down to the 2-minute warning. Texans have taken the lead over the Colts 29-27. Browns are leading the Bengals. Myles Garrett now has the sack record, and they could possibly fuck up their tank with the win. Oh, it's final. The Browns cost themselves big time with that win. That helps the Giants. The Giants might stay in the top 6 with that. With the Browns fucking up. The Browns finished the season at 5-12. That locks them in, or at least at number 7. Browns can fall from there. I think the Giants will get number 6 if things work out right. So yeah, the Giants are awful. CJTB2SD, love the videos 5. Why can't our defense blow? Yeah, we had to win. We had to lose by winning. That's what we do. We are the Giants. We are the Giants. Alexander Marquardt, 597, want to cheer you up. You are not a Jets fan. Thank you. Thank you. I actually feel better now. I do feel better. It's like, look, you might be ugly, but you ain't Stephen Hawkins in a wheelchair ugly, bro. Steph, the phobia slayer. I don't trust this front office with a high draft pick anyways. Yeah, but I don't trust them with the low draft pick anyways. Like the higher the pick, the easier, the less likely. I mean, they did fuck up Evan Neal, but okay, let's start looking optimistically at 6'7". At 5'6", if we're gonna pick around 5'6", we might be able to get either the best wide receiver in the draft. That does change a lot of things. We might not be able to get the tackle that we want. But you know, there's no one really that we don't need a quarterback, right? We don't need pass rushers. We need a middle linebacker. That would be awesome to get a replacement for Micah McFadden. However, there's Oshevsky on the pitch pass. He's gonna run it out, and I don't think Dallas is gonna use any timeouts. Yep, it's third down. With the first pick in the draft, the Raiders select Shram Lady, quarterback out of Michigan. No one's ever heard of this guy. Is this going to be Travis Kelce's last game? I'm not sure. Russ Wilson didn't get in the game. Yeah. He fucked up. Third and 21. Minute 15 left. There's a snap, handoff, running, and that's going to take us down to about 30 seconds left in this game, and the Giants are going to win. You're saying Reuben Bain might be the guy. If Fuyo 90 as a lifelong Bears fans, it will get better, buddy. Probably, maybe call. Maybe Bears could be a serious contender. They could make a deep run. Giants have failed the mission. You were correct about that. All right, let's put up the banner. The Giants finished with 4 wins on the season. They fuck up and they go on a 2-game winning streak to lose, but fuck it, we beat the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Scooter. I've been waiting since 2021 to do this shit. The Scooter dance. You know how Scooter be? He'd be like Dak. Scooter's like always like all right, fuck the Cowboys. Fuck you, Cowboys. Why should I call Tree? Tree can call me. Fucking bullshit. Fucking cowgirls suck. There's just no joy in winning sometimes. Mike Kafka, his second win as Giants coach. He's on his way to fucking. I already talked to Scooter. Saints just scored a TD. Apparently, they're keeping it alive. All right, let's watch the end of this Falcons game here. As Milton is going to hand it off to nobody and get sacked. Nope. He's going to gain about 5, and that's going to end the Giants season. Fuck this year. The Saints are now within 2 points. It's 19-17. Oh, yeah, here. Let me play the music to play out this season.
Derp. Derpity derp 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 derp.
All right, Saints are going to go for an onside kick. Here, I think. They might not have 3 timeouts. The Fox now has the game on, so we get real-time updates on here. Let's see who's going to the playoffs, whether it's Tampa or Carolina. They're really milking this commercial break here. Saints have no timeouts. They're going to have to onside kick it. Tyler Shook. Tyler Shook. Yeah, we could. I could be master of coping and seething. All right, here it comes. Onside kick. Here it comes. This is the Tampa Bay Bucks season right here. Here it comes. Panthers, Bucks. Who's it gonna be? Onside kick bounces, doesn't go 10 yards, bounces off. Yep, and Atlanta has it. And that will be send Carolina to the playoffs. The Saints have no touchdown, timeouts, none of that shit. All right, this was a season of NFL football. It was played. The Giants suck. They're terrible. I love you all. Thanks for coming to watch these streams. You're the best. You're the smart ones. I'm the dummy. You made my life happy for the season, even though the Giants suck. And I hope to see y'all Thursday. And go watch Tree tonight as he watches the Steelers go for a division title. Oh, tried to sneak it in, JNP. We won. It took us several seasons and terrible seasons, but we did it. The streak is freaking over. Yep. Yeah, we finally beat the Cowboys when we didn't want to. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll see you on the dumpster fire. It'll be the final tier maker of the season. We'll talk who do we think will go to the Super Bowl, and we'll see you. Bye.